It's homecoming at Joliet Memorial Stadium as two top 25 teams meet in an MSFA crossover battle. The Saints, now number 23 in the latest national poll, have beaten their opponents this year by an average of 44 points. Indiana Wesleyan is the sixth best team in the nation, and its only loss was to Division I Valpo. Can Sam Tumulty and the Saints' high-octane offense put enough points on the board to take down the two-time defending Mid-East champs? Or will the senior-laden Wildcats spoil this year's homecoming party? Our talk with head coach Joe Curry is next on the USF Sports TV Network. Happy homecoming. Welcome down to Joliet Memorial Stadium. Nick Jacobs here with Dan Sharp. 3-0 Saints in action again today against the number 6 team in the country, Indiana Wesleyan, coming in 3-1. Their only loss to Division I Valparaiso. So that kind of gives you an idea on where they're coming from. But it's going to be a tough test, not only for the Saints, but for Indiana Wesleyan as well. It'll be the first MSFA team of this quality that they've seen in a long time. We do have to give some flowers, some congratulations out to the Tumulties again. Sam Tumulty, the quarterback, his second Offensive Player of the Week award, and Scott Tumulty, his second Player of the Week award, first on the defensive side. After week 1, he won the Special Teams Player of the Week award. Those Tumulties, man, they're a lot of fun to watch, aren't they?
Oh, they're great athletes, all three of them, and like I said, I love watching them when they were younger, playing tag in the backyard. Nobody'd be it. They are as good athletes as you find and tough competitors, so congratulations to the Tumulty brothers.
And with how they've been executing, the offense has been rolling. They're putting up NAI record-type numbers. Defense has been stopping people so far. The special teams has been great as well. How, as a coach, you've done it for so long, what is it like to have all three phases clicking like that?
Well, it's amazing. It comes down to excellent coaching. Coach Curry and his staff have done a tremendous job, preparing all three facets. A defense will always keep you in the game. There's going to be times you're going to struggle offensively. Your defense is solid, keep you in the game. The offense has a chance to create big plays. You see them come off sudden change or something, they can create big plays for you the way they're playing. And of course, that kicking game can really change the field possession. So when all three are working, you feel pretty good about it. And I know both teams will be challenged in those facets of the game today.
Yeah, absolutely will. Let's welcome in head coach Joe Curry in his 13th year, 67-60 in those 13 years. So 3-0, obviously we're exactly where you want to be record-wise, but as far as execution on the field, how do you think you guys are in this point in the season?
Well, we've been executing pretty well. I believe that both offensively and defensively, more than anything, we've just been able to put together consistent drives, back-to-back drives. Defensively, same thing, back-to-back 3-and-outs, and we've been kicking the ball pretty well. So that's just been, enabling us to get it rolling and get a rhythm and do the things that we do best.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Joe, I know this was a big week for you with Indiana Wesleyan coming in, being homecoming week. How did practice go this week? How do you feel the guys prepared?
I think they did good. It was a challenging week. Indiana Wesleyan does some challenging things, so it's been a lot of stress on our defensive coordinator and offensive coordinator to try to put together something here that's going to work. Indiana Wesleyan, they on offense, they stretch it from sideline to sideline with screens, and they try to run the ball up the middle, and so it's a real challenging offense to kind of stop, and they execute very, very well. You don't see people, pull the wrong way, or you don't see the wrong read being given all that often. So they're very challenging on offense, and then defensively, they just play man-to-man everywhere and tell you, stack the box, so they got an extra number in there in the running game, so you got to do some quarterback runs to run the football, and then, but if they say we're going to play man-to-man against us every play, we got some pretty good dudes on the outside who hopefully we can take advantage of and execute that today.
I got to ask you about some new technology you guys have this season where some of the players can come off the sideline, watch video immediately after that. Do you feel that had some kind of effect on with the execution on the field?
Yeah, most definitely. Our coordinators, I haven't watched one play of it, to be honest with you, but our coordinators are over there and they bring the players over and they talk about, and I asked Coach McCarthy and Coach Miller, I said, hey, what did you fit? Well, yeah, it was this guy and this one. promotional. You can see it right there. So we're able to make those adjustments on the sideline rather than, you know how it is, Coach Sharp. You talk to players and they see 95,000 different things that ain't even true out there, and but now that you have the video to back it up, you're like, hey, this is it right here. Oh, okay. So it's kind of a enlightening thing for them. So now they can go out and make those adjustments, and yeah, I think that has got us to execute better, particularly offensively. I know Coach McCarthy's like, hey man, they're running cover 4. Well, you want to run cover 4, then we'll run a post to Des. Okay, great, and we'll hit it. So yes, that has helped us out a ton. It's kind of helped out, all college football. This is kind of like a rookie thing here in college football. I know high school has been used to it for years, but college, this is the first time that it's happened. So it's been good.
Welcome to the NAIA. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate you.
All right, thanks guys.
Coach. Good luck today.
I was looking at some of the numbers when you combine St. Francis and Indiana Wesleyan in terms of where they rank nationally and some stats. It is mind-boggling the talent and skill we're going to see on the field today. I have to read it from my paper. There's so many things. When you talk about teams in the top 10 in statistical categories in the NAIA, they are both in the top 10 in touchdowns, yards per game, defensively takeaways, defensive points per game. We are going to see some of the best players and teams in this country on both sides of the ball. It's going to be a fun one.
It is going to be fun. It's going to be a great test for the Saints. Coach was saying they play a lot of man-to-man, so they need their quarterbacks to be able to run plays and make big plays. Well, if there's one guy that I like to see run the ball or make big plays in the passing game, it's Sam Tumulty. So this will be an exciting game today for homecoming.
We got kickoff in just a few minutes on the USF Sports TV network.
The University of St. Francis in Joliet is a welcoming community of learners, ready to make you feel right at home. With a diverse student body that is a reflection of the community we serve, our students say over and over that USF truly feels like family. To get the excellent education and promising future you deserve, visit stfrancis.edu. Our home is your home. Make yourself comfortable at USF.
Stadium, and welcome in. We got ourselves a fun one. The remnants of Hurricane Helene might play a little bit of a factor today, as the winds are pretty stiff out of the north, putting Old Glory pretty stiff against the flag post out there. We'll see if that plays a factor, but if it does, it's probably not going to be that big, because we got a lot of players who are going to be a much bigger impact than the weather on this game today. Of course, Sam Tumulty, coach, everything kind of starts with him as far as the offense is concerned. Can he run the ball? Can he throw the ball? He is working on a little bit of a lower body injury. He got his knee banged up last week against Concordia. That didn't stop him, though, from securing yet another Offensive Player of the Week award in that 44-7 win for St. Francis. On the other side of things, you got Scott Tumulty, who was a question mark if he would even play today. He is going to go. He's still kind of nursing a quad injury, the same injury that kept him out of some games last year. So the Tumulty brothers are going to be in full effect. All three of them are going to be on the field today.
Well, that's great to hear. And you get into the first third of the season, and you're going to have those injuries, those little bumps and bruises, and play through some things. So we'll keep our eye on Sam today, because he's going to be a key in this football game. In the pregame interview, Coach Curry mentioned how Indiana Wesleyan does a great job of stretching the defense and also playing a lot of man-to-man, which means he's going to need to run Sam as the extra runner, the extra player, because of the safety walked up in the box, and he's going to have to throw and make some big plays. So I know Sam's a big part of the offensive game plan today. And obviously with his brother Scott, he can do so many things defensively for you. He's the eraser out there. He can tackle anybody that breaks through. Plays the ball well, with his interceptions and then also his returns. So hopefully those guys feel better as the game goes on. And adrenaline, you get that adrenaline going, you start feeling better. A lot of those injuries kind of go into the back of your mind.
Saints ready to go here against the number 6 team in the country, Indiana Wesleyan, 3-1, 1-0 in the conference. Their only loss was to Division I Valparaiso a few weeks ago, so I wouldn't hold that loss against them for sure. Actually, Valparaiso, a team that they actually beat a few years ago, so Valpo did get their revenge a little bit. Hey, maybe it was the color yellow, maybe that gold and brown over there at Valparaiso, they just didn't like the color scheme, and that might play a little part here today. Maybe they just don't like to play against teams wearing yellow. For St. Francis, they are down a man in the on the defensive side of the ball. Nick Franciscovich is not able to go today. He's a junior out of Lockport, 11 tackles, a couple of tackles for a loss. He has a sack, but his biggest impact so far has been his sure tackling, as well as his interception adeptness. He's got 3 interceptions, 2 interceptions against Waldorf. He had 1 last week against Concordia, although he is not able to go today, so the defense is going to be missing Nick Franciscovich today.
Yeah, he's an exceptional player. I was very impressed with him when I saw him earlier in the season. Even as he finished up last year, he is definitely one of the leaders of that defense. So hopefully the guys can rally around. Next guy up will, do the job.
And we thought it might have been a concussion situation as the Saints take the field to an excited homecoming crowd here today. Everyone making their way for their various homecoming and tailgating festivities. We'll get the coin flip coming up here in just a little bit. But this is the second all-time meeting between the Saints and the Wildcats of Indiana Wesleyan. A really good game back in 2018. It was a 35-34 win for Indiana Wesleyan. It was back and forth most of the way. 2 ties, 5 lead changes, nearly 1,000 combined yards between the two teams. St. Francis was down a point in the final minutes. They forced a fumble with about 2 minutes to go. Aaron Ellis, the quarterback at the time, led a drive to the 20-yard line. There was a couple of sacks after that for St. Francis, and then they tried to put a field goal up from Josh Holberry at the buzzer, but much like today, there were some very strong wins in that game, and it pushed the ball wide left, giving Indiana Wesleyan that 1-point victory. USF would go 1-5 after that loss. Don Bupkis and Ellis combined for 279 passing yards in the game. St. Francis rushed for 238 in that game against Indiana Wesleyan in 2018. Maybe more importantly, St. Francis didn't turn the ball over either. So a lot of similarities between today and 3 years ago, not just in the weather, but in terms of the high-powered offenses that both teams bring in, and maybe the importance of ball security today too. We have the coin flip.
Yeah, that's good. We won the toss and deferred. Hopefully we can pin them down there, force a punt into the wind.
Ben Lagaki. Pardon me there, Coach. Ben Lagaki, our referee, will be on the mic today. Hopefully we can hear a few words from him. The microphone here at Joliet Memorial Stadium, never the most reliable when it comes to the on-field referee mic, but we'll fight through it. Like you just saw, St. Francis wins the toss and defers. So we will see this Indiana Wesleyan offense. The question is, who's going to be leading that offense? Kyle Antoine, the sophomore quarterback out of Indianapolis, or is it going to be sophomore Arjun Lothe out of Greenwood, Indiana? We'll find out in just a few minutes after the national anthem. Battle of 2 top 25 teams here this afternoon. Glad you could be with us, whether you're watching on our YouTube channel or on tape delay on Joliet TV or on the radio at WCSF. Thanks for hanging out with us here this afternoon. Should be a fun one. 2 of the best in the NAIA. It's a crossover matchup, so if St. Francis is unable to get the best of Indiana Wesleyan today, not the worst thing in the world. You're obviously trying to win your own conference. This being a crossover wouldn't count against it. I would say, Coach, a win today probably helps them more than a loss would hurt them. Is that fair?
Yeah, I would think so. If you could beat a quality team like this, it's really going to help you in the rankings. I think a lot of people will take up a notice. But I think it's just a great way to see where the Saints are, to play a team of this quality. We've had a great start to the season. This is our biggest test of the year.
Back deep to return for Indiana Wesleyan. As Adrian Guerrero ready to kick things off. He's been an outstanding kicker. Only missing a couple of extra points because they've been blocked. His punts have been useful for this St. Francis team, no doubt about it. Is the wind already a factor here, Coach, blowing the ball off the tee before we can even start things off? Get used to seeing that, I think.
Yes, special teams will be a big factor today with the weather conditions, with this strong wind.
Miles Cox, number 3, back to return. 61, Adrian Guerrero ready to kick it off for the brown and gold here on homecoming, and we're going to have to wait another. All right, get the holder on there.
Get the safety to hold it here.
It's going to be Des Jordan to do the honors. It's a bit anticlimactic, isn't it? All right, Des Jordan's left hand on the tip, and see if we can get this game started here in the wind. It's 71 degrees and cloudy here in Joliet. Winds out of the north-northeast around 15 miles an hour, and with the help of that wind, Adrian Guerrero is going to send that one through the back of the end zone to give you an idea the power of the leg at number 61 there. And it was aided by the wind, no doubt about it, but he still put it past the end zone. Not too shabby there by Adrian. And here comes the Indiana Wesleyan offense. A stout offense it is. 49 points a game, which is 9th best in the country. Great passing attack, 313 yards through the air and 14 touchdowns. At 14 scores is 3rd best in the NAIA. And to start things off, it is quarterback Kyle Antoine, the sophomore out of Indy. Single wide receiver right, couple tight ends. But they're going to start on the ground. Their big guy, 33, Ryan Whitwell, the sophomore out of Batavia High School, right up the road. His 84th carry of the year, 450 yards, 3 touchdowns. And they're going to go no huddle as they check the plays on the wristband. You see Antoine and Whitwell, the quarterback and running back. Pitch it.
Coming out running the game on the edges.
Turns the corner, meets Scott Tumulty just past the yard to gain marker. Looks like it's going to be enough for a first down.
First play, they shifted tight ends over to the other side of the formation and ran off tackle there. And this time a quick toss. And they're going to go fast, hurry up. Play's getting in quickly.
This is not Waldorf anymore. It's top of the class in the NAIA. Whitmore hitting the backfield. Makes one miss, but not the linebacker who comes up in help, and he gains about a yard on the play. 2nd down and a long 9, or short 9, long 8 there.
Yeah, great penetration there by Hansen. Came through there, made a nice hit. He was able to bounce off, get some positive yards, but St. Francis did a good job of reestablishing the line of scrimmage on that play.
Wide receiver stack. They're going to go for the screen out to the left side. Looks like it's bottled up. Scott Tumulty there to throw him down. It was Miles Cox, the senior receiver, but that's going to bring up the first 3rd down, where Indiana Wesleyan has been not just good, but very good on 3rd down. 29 3rd down conversions, 2nd best in the country. Their percentage is about 55%, which is 9th best in the country on 3rd down. But this one's a 3rd down and 7 from their own 38. See how this defense, see if they can get off the field on the first drive. They're going to keep it on the ground. Draw play right up the middle, and the sneaky Whitmore is awful close, but they will give it to him. He needed 7, and he got 7. First down. You saw the power of the running back, Ryan Whitwell.
Well, they spread him out that time and were able to run a little delay draw up the middle. Great call in that situation.
Whitwell again looking for a hole. Here comes the help from the safeties for the defense of the Saints. Trey Sayers cleaning it up there at the end. And I think both of us agree the number 33s on both sides of the field are going to be big. 33 Whitmore, the running back for the Wildcats, and 33 Sayers, the safety for St. Francis.
Indiana Wesley's doing exactly what they want to do, running the ball, using up clock, taking the win away from St. Francis here in the first quarter.
Play action, looking to throw long. They're going to check it down to the outside, puts his foot in the ground, makes a cut, and kicks up another first down.
Little short hitch play on the outside, wide open, little 5-yard route. Again, great athletes on the edge here for Indiana Wesleyan, and they're able to make defender miss and pick up a first down.
Tristan Hayes, the tight end, with the catch and the first down. Fresh set of downs into St. Francis territory, and they are high-paced offense.
Trips into the boundaries.
Another pass to the outside. Matthew Perry there to stop the pass out to Isaac Smith.
They like that right side. They put their trips into the short side of the field again with a little quick screen on the outside, and it just fast pace. Really good tempo offense we're seeing right now from Indiana Wesleyan.
Motion man is their top wide receiver, Tidwell. Play action. They're going to look long again. Plenty of time here for Antoine. Time runs out, and he throws it out of bounds. Incomplete. So going to bring up another third down. 3rd down and 5 for the Wildcats.
Excellent coverage by the Saints on that play. They ran play action to try and freeze the safety and see if they can hit a big one over the top. St. Francis didn't bite at all. Safety's deep, good coverage underneath, nowhere to go with the ball, so he threw it out of bounds.
3rd down for the Wildcats. 3rd down of the drive. Antoine's going to throw it. He's going to check it down. Need to make a tackle, and it is made for a loss of 2. Matthew Perry, the cornerback, going downhill to make the tackle. 4th down.
Yes, they forced the throw to the outlet receiver on the outside, and tremendous effort coming up, making a great tackle.
A very strong win into the face of this offense right now, so they're going to keep the offense on the field here on 4th down instead of trying to punt into this wind.
Yeah, you wouldn't gain that much if you punted into the end zone even, so at this point of the field, I think it's a good call.
Antoine, the snap. 4 receivers to work with across the middle, and it's a 1st down for the Wildcats up to the 25-yard line. It's always been the soft spot of that 3-3 sack defense St. Francis plays, right across the middle.
Especially with that little delay like that. It looked like the back was going to run in the flat like he did earlier in the previous play, and he stuck his foot in the ground, cut it back to the middle of the field into the vacated area. Beautiful pass and catch for a 1st down.
Antoine 4 for 5 on this drive. Now on into its 12th play. Opening drive of the game. Wings to the left. Handoff. Inside run, spun down at the 20. He's going to pick up 5.
That was an interesting play there. They shifted the wing back into the inside off tackle. Looked like they had strength to the left, and they used the wing back to pull and lead as they ran a play to the right. Nice design play.
2 stacks on the outside, but they give to Shirley, the running back. Nice tackle. Oh, almost. He was on his feet, but a nice tackle made by St. Francis. Mackay Van, the linebacker.
They're mixing it in real well with the run and pass here.
Brings up 1st down again, though. Into the red zone, up to the 15-yard line. Indiana Wesleyan 16 for 18 in the red zone.
And 3 receivers now to the right, motioning back left.
Antoine takes the snap. Pitches, reverse, left side. It's going to be Scott Tumulty one-on-one. A flag comes in. Stiff arm, but pushed out of bounds as the ball carrier, Isaac Smith. We'll have to check the flag there on the 1st down play.
Another way to get the ball into their excellent wide receivers' hands by faking up the middle. Running an end around, little toss, but it looked like they had holding on the edge there, Nick.
Defense already has their hands on their hips. They've been on the field since the kickoff about 5.5 minutes ago. 13-play drive. It's gone 69 yards so far. This is the first possession of the game. Talk about methodical and high-paced. Antoine all alone in the backfield this time. 2 wide receivers right, 1 left, tight end left. See if St. Francis wants to bring some extra guys here. There's a snap. They're going to drop the linebackers. Antoine surveys, plenty of time. Going to run it. He's not really a threat to run, and you got to be careful when the quarterback slides. He slid down. They're going to mark it back at the 26. It's where you start the slide. They're on 1st down and 20. It's going to make it 2nd down and a loss of 1 there, so technically a sack, I believe.
Yes, and again, credit the coverage there. They're not as concerned about the quarterback running, so they're using their linebackers in coverage. Did a great job of taking the underneath route away.
Yeah, the quarterback's not really a running threat. Not that they can't, but that they haven't this season so far. On the ground, Whitmore again. He finds a crease. Drags a few Saints up past the 20 to the 16-yard line near the original line of scrimmage, so 3rd down and 12.
That's where Indiana Wesleyan had their tight end in the slot. They brought him back into the wing, and there's that same play again. It looks like strength to the left, but they're using the wing to trap to the right, and they run a quick trap play to the right to get a big gain. Now it's 3rd. We got 3rd and 12 out right.
Here we go. Antoine going to throw. He's going to check it down to Whitmore. Good blocking on the outside. We got Scott Tumulty diving for a tackle, couldn't quite make it, but he is short of the first down by about 3 yards. So 4th down again coming up. Second, 4th down. Now are they going to want to get points, or are they going to keep the offense and try to score a touchdown? With the way that they're rolling here, as you see the check down, watch Scott try to dive in here and miss a little bit, but got just enough to trip him up at the 10.
He does a great job of falling forward on every play. They always gain yards after the hit.
4th down, here we go. They give to Whitmore, inside run, and he is into the end zone. Fought his way at the end of that run. He was hit at about the 2-yard line, but Whitmore dives in for another touchdown. That is his 4th touchdown on the ground, his 6th touchdown overall, to the number 4 running back in the NAIA as far as number of carries go. That guy is a workhorse, and he just scored another touchdown.
Very impressed with the interior offensive line of Indiana Wesleyan. They just got a huge push right up the middle. They just ran it right over the guard for the touchdown.
Clifton's extra point is good. How about that for a drive, huh?
It's just as impressive with the scoring on the drive as the amount of time they used here in the first quarter. They used up half the quarter on that drive.
17 plays, 75 yards, and 7:24. 7 minutes and 24 seconds, almost half the quarter on one touchdown drive. That is efficient. You can see why they are number 6 in the country right now, those Indiana Wesleyan Wildcats.
Yes, and they only leave St. Francis with 7.5 minutes of the wind here in the first half. So really a tremendous job. And I think their no huddle and the efficiency, Coach Curry mentioned earlier that they don't make mistakes. There's no penalties, and you see them execute so well. And even at 4th down, it's no big deal. They run the ball, 4th and 5, 4th and 6, and they can still run the ball and get the first down. And that's concerning as this game goes on.
Indiana Wesleyan so far this year wins over Madonna, St. Francis, Indiana, and Olivet Nazarene just last week, beating the Tigers 69-0. Their only loss this year, a 20-17 loss at Valparaiso.
Let's see how he's going to kick this ball into the wind. Yeah. See if we can get a return possibility.
That's Scott and Gavin Day standing back to return. The kick is on the way. They're going to give a chance to Gavin Day from the 15-yard line, but he muffs the kick, but he's picked it up, thankfully, and he goes down right at that point. Bit of a dubious start there for St. Francis. We'll see what the offense can do. On comes your MSFA Midwest Offensive Player of the Week, Sam Tumulty, 66% through the air for 751 yards, 7 touchdowns, and 1 interception. I'm going to put an asterisk on that interception because it was, we'll say, questionable last week. 250 yards per game through the air. Only been sacked twice.
We need to get our hands a little higher on receiving that kick. Our hands are too low down by our waist, and we lose sight of the ball. Got to get your hands up closer to your face mask there. Cradle that ball in.
Sam Tumulty is nursing a bit of a knee, so we'll see if that plays any kind of factor in how he plays the game here. First down, first offensive possession for the Saints. Fake action to Gavin. Down the middle of the field. Wide open is Joey Tumulty at the 50. First play. 24 yards and a first down.
Well, you're getting man-to-man, as Coach Curry said. And what do? Tumulty to Tumulty right away. Get Tumulty on the slot, man-to-man on a safety. He's not going to be able to cover him one-on-one.
Joey's 19th catch, now over 300 yards. First down at midfield for the Saints after a big chunk play to start things off. I formation out of the pistol. Over to Joey on the screen. Needs a block from Ryan Little. He got a little bit. A nice pickup between 2 Wildcats. Stopped by Clayton Mosier, the 3rd leading tackler for Indiana Wesleyan. He picks up 6.
Nice block on the edge, but boy, Tumulty gives you positive yards. Look at him break through a tackle there. First guy never seems to get Tumulty on the ground. Big pickup on first down.
Kind of taking their time, waiting for the play cards to be held up. There you see Joey Tumulty, number 5, in trips tight left. Yep. Second down and 4. Williams motions out wide. Here comes Sam to throw again. Checks it down right, looking for Gavin Day out of the backfield. A little bit too far ahead of him. Incomplete, 3rd down.
Yeah, they ran a little like a bunch trips route to the left, That was covered nicely by Indiana. A little check down to Gavin and unable to reel it in.
3rd and 4 at the 44 for Sam Tumulty, number 2, with Gavin Day right next to him. 6:20 to go, first quarter.
And 4-man line, 2 linebackers. Got the extra guy in the box. 2 safeties on top now.
Sam looking left, nothing there, nothing right. Here comes pressure, throws it on the back pedal. He lives to fight another day as he throws it away, but it brings up 4th down. I imagine they're going to punt it away here.
I think Indiana Wesleyan changed it up a little bit. They went with 2 safeties up top. They're still playing some man under, but they had 2 help zone on top, and I think that that coverage confused St. Francis just a little bit. They were probably expecting more man-to-man in that situation.
Guerrero been very good punting the football. He's going to have to try to keep it away from Miles Cox here. Great returner, averaging about 8 yards per return, long of 15 so far, but capable of much more if given the chance. Wind is behind Guerrero, points it down, skies it end over end. Fair catch called for and will be made at the 6 or 7 yard line. Nice punt.
Excellent punt.
Good job by Adrian. Kicking has been a weapon this year.
Get them pinned down there inside the 10-yard lines. Let's see if we have an answer now to the running game of Indiana. They've certainly had a lot of success running up the middle on us that last series.
That defense is going to be gassed if it keeps going that way. If it goes, 17 plays in a drive for Indiana Wesleyan, and St. Francis offense is only out there for 4. Let's see if they can make a stop here. Antoine still the quarterback. Whitwell, the ball carrier, finds a seam, hit at the 10, knocked down. Nick Mabutis there to put a stop to it.
Yeah, Labutis read that quick and came up and stuffed that play. That could have been a much bigger play. Again, on the left side there, good push by Indiana Wesleyan and getting to the second level.
They're going to have to communicate, these Saints, as they go quick. Whitmore wrapped up in the backfield. He's in some trouble. And there come the Saints. Scott Tumulty there at the very tail. But who's the Saint that stopped him? I believe it was Trey Sayers, 33.
Yeah, made a great play. They had great pressure coming off the edge. Forced the back to bounce out. See him forced to bounce out right there. And here we come with the cavalry with great play there.
Trey Sayers needs to have a big game. Number 33 there. Oh, as he's holding that right arm, though. That's not good because Nick Franciscovich unable to play today. Antoine in a passing situation. 4 wideouts, 3 out here to the left on the bottom of your screen. Antoine takes a snap. Screen out to the right. Need good blocking. Scott Tumulty there to get him out of bounds at the 15-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down.
We have a penalty flag on the far side.
Ooh, that is nowhere near the play as that one was caught by Caden Curry, the senior out of Ada, Michigan. See who it's going to go against or if they're going to decline it and take the 4th down. Well, it is going to be against Indiana Wesleyan as the officials talk to Curry, see if he wants to take it. Do they want the yards or the down? What would you do, Coach?
Well, I don't think they're going to go for 4th down this deep. I'd probably take the play. Did they get the first down? That was my question.
No, I don't think so. They were out of bounds around the 16-yard line, but I think he's taking the penalty. So it's going to be 3rd down and 13 now.
Yes.
Back to the 3-yard line. Interesting call by Curry. Let's see if it pays off here.
Maybe he thought it was awful close where they could get the first down very easily. So
it's on the ground for Whitmore, trying to run it here on 3rd and long. Out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Great pursuit. Scott Tumulty, Mackay Van on the edge.
Boy, our edge defense is playing outstanding.
And now the punt unit comes on for Indiana Wesleyan. Great stop by the Saints defense with 4:50 to go.
Yes, we reacted very well to that sweep on that play. Great call by Joe Curry to take the penalty. They didn't want to make any mistakes down there, so they tried to run the ball out, and St. Francis was right there to make the play.
Jaden Downs standing on the end line to punt it away for the Wildcats. Scott Tumulty at his own 39, just off the left of your screen, ready to return this punt. On the way, low kick, not a good one, and it's going to go out of bounds at the 32-yard line. Great field position for St. Francis. An opportunity here for some points.
All started with the punt by Guerrera, pinning them deep. St. Francis defense holds, force them to punt into the wind, and totally flip field position here. St. Francis in a great spot here.
There's Scott Tumulty, the senior Tumulty out of Willowbrook High School, a graduate student transfer from Augustana, the Midwest Defensive Player of the Week last week. One of the more dangerous return men in the country. Even on a busted wheel that he's playing on today. Here we go, younger brother Sam in the pistol. 3 wideouts left. Williams, the tight end, right. Let's see if they give him some protection. They're going to hand it off to Day. Good pursuit by the Wildcats. He gets it up to the 31. It's a pickup of 2 yards. Second down, and that is not good. Saint down with an injury. It's one of the offensive linemen. Protection for Sam is going to be so important today.
Number 7's Caleb Williams did an excellent job of sliding down the line of scrimmage, shedding his block to make the tackle, but this is very concerning here when your offensive lineman down.
78, Tony Nichikowski out of Elmwood Park. He's listed as a center on my roster, but they do shuffle around on the offensive line, so I'm not sure if he was playing center on that position or not. But not good. You need your best out there to protect Sam today because they're going to be bringing pressure. 4:37 here to go. You want to talk about how good Kyle Antoine has been, quarterback for IU. Let's see here. Oh, it was right off the snap, it looked like, yeah. See Coach Matt McCarthy out there to your left with the headset. There's Joe in front of Matt.
Bringing some guys out to help him off.
Yep. Takes a lot.
Yeah. A lower leg injury.
That's why they wear those knee braces. It's more preventative than anything. You'll see all the offensive linemen with them, most of them anyway.
Well, down there in the middle of that line, there's so many, bodies falling around you, and you're getting twisted and turned and awkward positions, and it's amazing we don't have more injuries down there in those scrums.
Looks like Noah Barnes, the redshirt freshman, is going to go out there out of Nazareth Academy to take his spot. Hopefully no issues with the center quarterback exchange with a new center here on 2nd down and 8.
Indiana Wesleyan still in their 4-man front.
3 wideouts, 2 left, 1 right, play action. Sam wants to throw. Plenty of time, great protection, checks it down to Joey at the 30. Comes back toward the middle, might have had some room outside, only able to pick up about 3, but 3rd down and manageable here. And another injury, this one on the Indiana Wesleyan side of things. Looks to be Caleb Williams, the starting defensive end.
Yeah, and he's a good one.
Yeah, he is.
He's playing well.
We'll see some
hard hitting going on today. That's a great read by Tumblety. He looked for the post, which was picked up by the deep safety right away, came down underneath to Joey Tumblety. And again, Joey gets you positive yards, but that time I thought Indiana Wesleyan did a much better job of just kind of corralling them with the, they had 2-3 guys, see how they could corral them right in there and don't give them any room to escape. And they tackle well. They're very fundamentally sound.
Well, the game's going on across the MSFA today. Siena Heights at Defiance. Madonna's at St. Francis, Indiana. Judson's at Lawrence Tech. All those games started an hour prior to ours. Later on today, though, Concordia at St. Xavier. See if Concordia can get off the schneid against one of the best teams in the conference. And then 2 undefeated teams tonight, Marion and Taylor. How about the Taylor Trojans 4-0 start?
Wow, it's...
All right, here we go. It's going to be 3rd down for St. Francis. 3 wide receivers to the right, one of them the tight end Williams, tight to the line. You got Des Jordan wide left. Gavin Day, the tailback. Hard count. They wanted a flag and they're going to get it. That's going to be a false start.
Well, that hurt. That puts us back to 3rd and long now. We had a situation there where 3rd and manageable, but you could run many different things. Now this may limit you a little bit trying to get the 1st down from 3rd and long. 3rd and 10. These are the things that hurt. These penalties and crucial situations throughout. This are the things that can really hurt you in a big game like this.
3rd and 5, now 3rd and 10. As you see the jump there on the hard count from Sam. Here we go.
Let's see if we can pick this thing up here. Maybe run a little curl route at the sticks.
Snap to Sam. Protection's there. Here comes the blitz. He's wrapped up. Still on his feet. throws on the run, finds him, and he's complete up to the 24, but that is not enough for a first down. He'll be a yard shy. Ryan Little brings up fourth down. He pointed as if it was a first down, but he was a yard shy. Ryan thought he had it. A great job by Sam. The offense says, get us the play, get us the play. And you see Sam's elusiveness. And a great diving play by Ryan Little.
Sam's ability to escape as receivers go immediately into what they call scramble drill. Found the open lane. Great play.
3 minutes to go in the quarter. Fourth down. Sam wants to do it himself. He will. He'll spin and push up to the 20-yard line. He needed one, and he got three. Stakes move for St. Francis on the legs of Sam Tumulty. First time he's carried the ball today.
That was a great call there because they faked today going to the left. That opened up the linebackers, followed Day, and that opened up a seam for Tumulty to get the first down.
Devin Aravalo, the linebacker, the stop for the Wildcats. Sam is, like we said, nursing that knee. That might be why we haven't seen too many called runs for Sam yet. Three wide outs, Ryan Little wide to the right. You see Dan McLaurin, number 8, into the backfield for the first time today.
Got two backs in the backfield.
Play action to Dan, throwing and looking for a back shoulder throw to Gavin Day. Incomplete, but Sam was under immense pressure there on the blitz from Garrett Hathaway, the defensive end.
This is one of McCarthy's best plays when he's anticipating man-to-man coverage with the two backs in the backfield. You get a little crisscross action and try to hit the back coming out of the backfield. It looked like Tumulty was expecting to take it more to the sideline than upfield.
Second down. There's Gavin Day, feature back for the first time in his career, is making the most of it. Joey Tumulty will motion to the backfield. Jet motion, they give it to Joey, looking for some help. Big collision at the 20-yard line, no gain. I believe it's Levi Tidwell. That can't be. I only have one number 11. Now, there's a lot of double numbers as you see the replay again, a big hit there. And another injury on one of the defensive linemen for Indiana Wesleyan. I only have one number 11 on my roster. Is that what you see there as well? Is there a number 11 defensively?
I don't see that.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, Anthony Cheeseborough.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so he's number 1 on my roster.
Defensive end, Anthony Cheeseborough.
Okay.
It came up and made a great play there. But, again, the coverage was excellent in their man-to-man coverage. They got the extra man in the box. Yeah, Cheeseborough set him up, and then number 2 came in and made a great hit.
Thank you very much on the number help there.
That's okay.
Especially when they travel, they have different uniforms, and then a lot of times the rosters aren't exactly correct, so you kind of have to adjust on the fly.
Yeah, now you got guys wearing common numbers on both sides.
Yeah, it's
one offensive 11, one defensive.
If I can make 2 rules in NAIA football, it's the contrasting numbers to jersey colors.
Yeah.
So you don't have purple on black anymore, and no double numbers.
Yeah, I know.
But wait, just me complaining, I guess.
Third
down here for St. Francis. Enough of my complaining.
It's hard enough keeping everything straight. To change numbers on you.
4 wide receivers. Gavin Day left to Sam. Passing situation here on third down. One safety in tight, one deep.
Safe.
Sam has to hurry. Here comes the blitz, and down he goes for the first time. Sacked for the third time this season. A 5-yard loss. But I think you're within.
Tell you,
go ahead.
No, Cheeseborough is just coming off the edge. He's a wrecking crew right now. They rushed forward that time, kept the safety back, played man underneath, but we got to find a way to look at number 11 here, Cheeseborough. Look at how he get off his block. Comes all around the edge, takes that tight angle from around the edge. Great play on his part. We may have to get a little help, get a little chip block or something on that guy. He's been in the backfield all afternoon.
A lot of confusion here on the field goal try. 9 on the play clock. They got to hurry. They might have to take a timeout. They're waiting for a lineman. 2-1. There's the timeout, only because they couldn't get the personnel situated on the field goal try. It's going to a timeout to trade 5 yards for Adrian Guerrero. Unfortunate that it had to happen, but that's the decision he needed to make there.
Well, you know, these are the things that would drive Coach Curry crazy. We had the one penalty that put us back from 3rd and 5 to 3rd and 10. And now you have a situation where you're not getting your personnel on the field for the field goal. And when you get, anytime you're in on the side of the 40, the field goal people should be at high alert that they may be called out at any time. They know the down and distance situation. So now you had to use a timeout there. These are the things you want to nip it now. These little mistakes could build and it could end up costing you down the road. So hopefully we can knock this thing through, get on the board.
Looking at a 42-yard try, right hash, wind right at the back of Adrian Guerrero. He's got the leg. He doesn't need the wind, but it should help. All about execution. Good snap. Sam's hold is down. Kick's got plenty of leg. Right down the pipe.
Excellent. Boy, our kicking game's been good this year.
7-3. Saints still down 4 here. 1 minute to play in the first quarter. Both teams on the board.
That was important to get some points off of that drive there.
Nice rest for the defense. Nice long drive for the St. Francis offense. 8 plays. It only went 7 yards. Took about 4 minutes.
I think one of the things St. Francis probably, as they're looking at their new technology and everything, is how we're going to protect, especially with Cheeseborough, number 11, coming off the edge. They may have to look at some way where you put a tight end there to help chip off them on routes, or maybe a guy that you run at too. Run at those good pass rushers. Sometimes those are the guys you want to run at and block them and make them play the run.
So far, no real close games in the MSFA at the moment. Siena Heights shutting out Defiance. St. Francis, Indiana shutting out Madonna. Lawrence Tech up big on Judson. Bigger games coming up a little bit later on.
Well, here we go again with just getting the ball teed.
Des Jordan will hold it for Guerrero. And again, this one I suspect will go through the back of the end zone. It will. No return for Miles Cox, number 3. What a reloaded offense for Indiana Wesleyan. They had 4 first-team selections last year, Coach. They lost 3 of them, which included the Offensive Player of the Year, the running back to Darian Williams, also included the Offensive Lineman of the Year in Lucas Doyle, and the MSFA's leading passer, Sanders Stokes, all left this year.
Wow.
But now you got Antoine, Kyle Antoine, their quarterback, leading the Mid-East in passing. Their running back, Whitwell, 3rd in rushing. Wide receiver Tidwell returning after leading the conference last year in yards per game catching. So just a reloaded offense. Even though they graduated a few, you got guys like that, Ryan Whitmore and company, still putting up big numbers. 5 yards on first down there. Here's Kyle Antoine again in the pistol. Whitmore the carry again. Tripped up at the line, but still falls forward for 3 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 2.
Indiana Wesley's doing a nice job using their tight end as a wing, number 12. First play, he trapped to the right, and this time they run off tackle, pulling the guard to the left. So a nice little formation where they put the twins receivers into the right side, and you see the tight end wing over here. You got a tight end wing set to the left.
Whitmore right, there's the hard jump. See if St. Francis can get at him a little bit here. They're going to let the final seconds tick off the clock to end our first quarter. At the end of 1, 7-3. The number 6 Indiana Wesleyan Wildcats on top of your number 23 St. Francis Saints here on Homecoming. We'll take a break right after this. We'll be back after this on the USF Sports TV Network.
For me, it was just love at first sight. I came here and I knew that the people here really cared.
That's our one goal, is to see you walk across that stage and to have a successful life.
The professors in the university really do prepare their students for the real world.
When I came here, I got my voice, I got my independence, I got that sense of I could make an impact.
USF education isn't just teaching you what you need to know about your field. It's teaching you what you need to know to make the world a better place.
Happy homecoming, everybody, here at Joliet Memorial Stadium. Bernie out taking photos with the fans. as we flip sides of the field, and that is pretty important today, isn't it, Coach?
Yes, it is. You know, I think the first quarter, what a hard-hitting, excellent first quarter we had. 7-3 score. Both teams battled back. We had a couple nice drives by both teams. Defenses come up with some big plays. And now we're going to see how Indiana Wesleyan handles the wind at their back, see if they come out throwing.
3rd down and 2 for Kyle Antoine in this offense for the Wildcats. One of the top in the country in yards per game. Tidwell motions into the backfield. High snap, but a flag's come in. It's going to be against Indiana Wesleyan. That's huge. It was 3rd and 2.
It's a big penalty. It's going to put them at 3rd and 7, a false start. Pretty athletic play by the quarterback to catch that snap, too. That was way over his head.
First quarter stats, Kyle Antoine 6 for 7. 6 for 7 through the air for 36 yards. Whitwell, 12 carries for 50 yards and a touchdown. See if we can, it was the center who actually false started. Here we go, 3rd down and 7. Wind at the back now, the Wildcats. Tight end goes into the backfield. Give to Whitmore again. Inside run, interesting call on 3rd and 7, but they stuff him right up front. Mackay Van, one of the first ones up from the pile. And here comes the punt unit for the Wildcats. You thought you might see a pass there with the wind at their back, huh?
Yeah, they tried to run a little outside zone. He cut it back, and a great job by the Saints defense to slow read that and come down the line of scrimmage, and were able to take away the cutback. Great play by the St. Francis defense on their right side.
Good punter here, though, in Josh Clifton. Scott Tumulty back at his 30-yard line. Good snap. Punt is in the air. Wind pushing it over to Scott. Hit before the ball. There's the flag. You bet.
Yep.
And Scott is a little bit slow to get up. Tried to time it just a beat too late on the hit from Indiana Wesleyan.
Yeah, that's definitely an interference with the reception, so this will be a 15-yard penalty and put the Saints in pretty good field position there.
And what a helpless position to be in as a return man too, right?
Oh, exactly. Exactly. You really feel confident that they're going to let you catch the ball, but in that case, because he didn't fair catch, it looked like the Indiana Wesleyan defender lost track of where the ball was and didn't time it properly, and gave Saints a big penalty off the interference.
Coach Curry talking to the referee Benjamin Lagaki about something. But they're going to mark off 15 from the spot of the foul, which was the 27. Put it all the way up to the 42. Again, decent starting field position here for the Saints offense, and here comes Sam. Say, hey, don't you do that to my brother.
Saints here with 4 wide receivers, Nick, and Indiana Wesleyan's 4-man, their 4-2 defense. 4-4 basically is what they play to get that extra guy in the box.
Joey motions, fakes to him. Sam's going to try to keep it. First designed run outside of that first down pickup in the first quarter. Only there for about 3.
3 yards, it's a good start on first down. Play fake for the end around. Tumulty fakes a Tumulty and finds a lane to run up through. Good job on the right side there.
St. Francis, one of the top rushing teams in the country, 8th in yards per game and yards per attempt. Most of it because of number 2. Snap to Sam. He's going to throw. Good protection. Checks it down. It was Joey. Again, just about 3 yards there. So 3 yards on first, 3 yards on second. 3rd down and 4 coming up.
Yeah, they did a much better job on that play. Number 65 really did a good job of blocking Cheeseborough, that edge rusher, and that allowed Tumulty to have time to find over the middle for a great reception.
4 wideouts on the field, 3 on the long side here. Ryan Little wide left. Blitz coming from the Wildcats. And they bring extra guys. Sam's going to have to do something with his feet, and he can't. No time at all for Sam Tumulty. They saw it coming and couldn't stop it.
Brought 6. One too many to block. They hit all the gaps. Great rush. Look at all 6, 2 linebackers coming with the front 4, and there's just not enough guys to block that.
And off comes Sam Tumulty. Adrian Guerrero going to have to try to punt this one through a tropical depression.
Yeah. That was a big defensive stand for Indiana Wesleyan, being able to put pressure. That's the ability to play man-to-man. You can bring a lot of pressure. Here they come.
Tried to block it, but a beautiful punt by Guerrero. Gets it all the way inside the 20 where it's fair catch called for and made. You can't get much better than that.
No, that's about as good as you could do with the win situation, and especially with the rush that came. He was he's fortunate to get that off. He's been playing very well for the Saints and been a big part of the success because he creates field position and flip field position for the Saints.
40-yard punt by Adrian Guerrero through the air.
Nice. Boy, he had a lot of pressure there. It pinned it. I like the way he pinned it near the sideline. It makes it easier for your coverage to come down and use the sideline as a defender.
Here's Kyle Antoine with 4 wide receivers, tight end, wing right.
Saints got 5 guys on the line. They're bringing in edge rushers.
See if they get to Kyle. He's still on his feet. Well played, but he throws it over the head of his intended receiver, Miles Cox. Pressure got to Antoine, flushed him out of the pocket.
Yeah, the Saints had their front 3 right there, and then they took 2 linebackers and walked them up on the outside, and there's no way Indiana Wesleyan could have picked those 2 guys coming off the edge high. As you can see, watch our 2 guys coming off the edge right there, forced them to step up, and just totally broke down the play.
Inside carry, look at the tough running up to the 26-yard line on second down. It's going to be 3rd and 5.
Well, I like the way the Saints defense is playing right now. They're always putting them in 3rd down situations here.
Whitwell already with 10 attempts today. Approaching 90 attempts on the season. He is one of the top 5 in number of carries in the NAIA, so they like to give it to 33. Here's 3rd down and 5.
3 receivers are right, flex the tight end out.
Play action. Down the middle, incomplete over the head of the tight end. Looking for Tristan Hayes, the senior. And another punt coming up for Indiana Wesleyan. Defense holding tight.
That was great coverage by Makai Vaughn there, who's in for Franciscovich. He was all over that post route, forced a high throw, and getting a lot of Saints to get the ball back here with 11 minutes left. It was nice to see him step up coming in his first start.
Scott Tumulty at his 33 and see if they give him a chance. Short punt. Scott's going to come up and get it, and he'll have a return opportunity. Spins out at 1, and here comes Scotty. Right side. Sideline past the 50 up to the 45. No flags on the field. Positive territory for the Saints offense.
Again, he always makes the first guy miss. I never see the first guy get it. Now look at him make him miss there with that move, and now he finds the lane, and he is going.
My 8-year-old son would say ankles.
Yeah, ankles for sure. He's there. Now he's there. Now he's not.
All right, boys.
Tremendous.
Little momentum here now for the Saints after a nice special teams play. Several from Guerrero and now one from Scotty. Here's 1st down for St. Francis.
And that defense, what a great stop by our defense that series.
Out to Joey. Blocking from Ryan Little. Tried to go back to the inside. Nice carry, but the ball comes out, but he gets it himself. Oh, my gosh, what a lucky bounce. What an incredibly lucky bounce for St. Francis. It popped out, but it bounced right back into the breadbasket of Joey.
It got kicked right back to him.
Watch this. Out.
Another great move gets kicked back to him.
Right back to him. Holy cow, that is a dodged bullet for St. Francis. Take advantage of the opportunities. Name of the game here when you're taking on a top 6 team in the country.
And that first move just looked like Scott's move
yeah.
on the foot. These guys are amazing.
Picks up 4, 2nd and 6. To the outside for Williams. Caught and out of bounds at the 36-yard line. It'll be a couple of yards short of the 1st down. 3rd down and 2. First pitch out to James Williams.
I like this quick passing game, getting the ball.
Offensive linemen holding their leg. What is happening up front?
I'll tell you, that one almost busted. Number 55, the defensive lineman for Indianapolis, comes down and just trips up Sam as he breaks through. Watch here from the backside, trips him just there. Look, he might have had some big yardage off of that, but enough for the first down.
And I believe who's down is Noah Barnes, the guy who replaced the previously injured player. So you might be down to your third-string center at this point if Noah can't go.
I hate to see that.
Right at the end, I saw his left leg get rolled up, and it was nothing intentional, just bodies flying. You'll see it right at the end. Right on that left leg. Behind the play.
Wow.
That's the second center to be carried off the field for the Saints. And not even put any kind of weight on it. I believe you got Peyton Norton now who's going to have to check in. Actually, you got the left tackle Mark Kumandoris, the redshirt freshman tackle, practicing the snaps with Sam Tumulty. Kumandoris out of Glenbard East. Starting left tackle, now going to have to take on snapping duties. Moving the left tackle, Ryan Heersink, the left guard. Who's that left guard then? 72, Ryan Heersink.
Yes. Well, this is
Matt Alston now the left tackle. Here we go. Let's see what happens here on first down. Sam just picked it up with his legs. Good snap. Love it. Good protection. Love it even more. To the right side. Des Jordan wide open. Caught at the 15-yard line and down. First down and more. Red zone for the Saints.
great protection up front. They brought four that time. Des ran upfield, drove the corner deep, and came back. A nice little comeback route there. Good timing with Tumulty, and a big play for a first down. Red zone offense now.
Saints awful good in the red zone, 88% touchdown. Actually, they're 17 for 17 scoring from the red zone so far this year.
That's fantastic.
88% touchdown, 15 out of 17 they get in the end zone. Here's Sam. Here comes pressure, Sam, and now he's at his best, but he can't make them all miss here as he gets up to the, let's say, 14-yard line, maybe a gain of 1 or 2. Against lesser teams, he might have scored, but this Indiana Wesleyan defense, they know what's coming. They keep their eyes on him. Nice tackle made by Luke Bays, their leading tackler, their center, their middle linebacker.
Tumulty, good decision maker there. He stood as long as he could in reading the routes and then found the lane and got up through it. He always seems to make the right decision in those situations.
Gavin Day to the right of Sam, Joey in motion. They give it to Joey. Cheeseborough the tackle. Look at the defensive end chasing down the wide receiver. 3rd down and 6 coming up. Great play by Cheeseborough.
Yeah, he's been impressive all afternoon. Very fast off the edge. Whew. Watch him come down the line of scrimmage there. He stayed his ground. He was the one that was reading the motion. He had that head coming through, read it perfectly, stretched out, made the tackle.
Like James Williams also may have pulled something, but not bad enough for him to come out. Here we go, 3rd down, and we'll call it 7.
We got our tight end now in the slot, the trips look.
From the 12. Sam wants to throw, needs protection, has it, goes to the outside. Joey, oh, it hit him right in the middle in the midsection. It would have been a first down, but he dropped it. Oh, heartbreaker there for Joey. He doesn't drop many. That was a big one, though.
Yeah, another one. That was right at the sticks. That would have been a first down. It was where he run off, looked like he was going to run up to the corner, and then he stops and kind of hitches right there, curls back toward the quarterback.
Here comes another field goal try. This one will be 29 yards, right hash again. Very stiff wind. This is not a gimme with the wind in his face for Adrian Guerrero. He's going to have to beat Mother Nature here. Good snap. Looking a little off timing, but is it good? It is not. He did push it left. That's a tough field goal in these conditions. A tough one as the Saints get as deep as they have all game long inside Indiana Wesleyan territory. A dropped pass at the 5. and a missed field goal and another missed opportunity, and those are what starts to stack up a bit when you play these kinds of teams.
Yes, it does. He just hooked it. Looked like he just, tried to get a little bit of more power into it, and actually just hooked it a little bit. And but we got him down inside the 20 here. See if we can hold him down here.
That defense has been real good. First play here from the 20.
Man-to-man.
Antoine pitches. Whitwell picks up 9, maybe 10 out to the Indiana Wesleyan sideline, and the ball come out. They say the ball came out. St. Francis has it. I did not see the ball come out, but the Saints defense comes up and makes some play. Says, hey, offense, try again.
Huge play.
So huge. When did that come out? Who made that hit?
They had the tight end in motion, kicked him out.
Trey Sayers.
Right there.
Right at the hit, Trey Sayers, and it stays in bounds somehow.
Yes, it's a miracle it stayed in bounds, and the Saints were right on it. Again, they're pursuing defense. They're doing a great job on that edge running game. Good tackle, good strip, and it's Saints ball.
What an addition Trey Sayers has been to this defense. Leads the team in tackles, has 2 for a loss, 2 interceptions, and now 3 forced fumbles. Have yourself a season so far, 33. First down for Sam. Joey in motion again. Play action to him. They reverse. Today, going nowhere. Tracked down by Clayton Mosier, his 4th tackle for a loss. That one goes back 5 yards.
Trying to run a little misdirection there, and unable to block on the edge as well as they can. Great play by Mosier coming up from his secondary position to make an excellent tackle on Gavin. I like the fact that they're doing a little bit of misdirection, just reading the secondary, see if they're man-to-man, and may open up some crossing routes for them off that play action.
Second down and long after the loss. Sam, plenty of time. Down the middle, we're going to get a flag on that play. No?
That is terrible.
Wow, okay. Looks like they were all over Des Jordan on that play, but no flag came out.
St. Francis had success earlier attacking the middle. They went to do it again, but it looked like he was grabbed there as he broke on the post. Surprised we didn't get a flag on that one, Nick.
Yeah, me too.
He grabbed his arm right there. We might have had 2 guys in the same area, too. That the first post from the left side should have cleared out the safety, and then they're bringing Dez underneath.
Third and long for the Saints. Here comes the rush. There goes Sam, though. He still wants to throw, nothing there, and he just tried to make something out of nothing, trying to give Adrian Guerrero a little bit better opportunity here.
Always keeps the play alive, always keeps the play moving. And our receivers understand that as well. They know that he could escape at any moment. They could be to keep working their routes on the scramble drill. But there again, he got like 5-6 yards off of that with just his feet and his decision making.
Fourth down. Are they going to keep the offense on the field here, or with 5:38? Looks like they're going to take a timeout, huh?
Yes, that's what it looks like to me too. They let it run down the play clock and then call timeout with a second on it.
There's the timeout with 5:26 to go. We also have an injury update as Noah Barnes, the stretcher, has come out from the Joliet paramedics here. That leg injury must have been pretty significant, as they're going to have to roll him back and take a look at that leg.
That's a shame.
That's Noah Barnes, who actually was put into the game because of an injury to the starting center for St. Francis, Tony Nichikowski. Yeah, Saints offensive line taking a bit of a beating today.
You see Nichikowski sitting there on the training table,
yeah.
So he doesn't look like he's going to be coming back in either.
Sure doesn't. Even Indiana Wesleyan, a couple of their players had to be helped off as well. There's Nichikowski, the starting center. The backup center's been stretchered off. It's the kind of game it's been up front.
Well, we got 4th and 10. Let's see what we got here. It looks like we're going to have 3 receivers here to the left, it looks like.
Nice hand.
Yeah.
From the homecoming crowd here today, as you see Logan Barnes, or Noah Barnes, telling his teammates to keep it up. Giving the Taylor Swift heart symbol as he leaves the stadium. Here we go, 4th down, offense on the field. Not going to try to kick it into this wind again. Snap to Sam, he's going to have to throw it. Steps up.
There he goes.
There goes Sam, can he get there? He dives, he's not going to get it. He's going to be 2 yards shy and a turnover on downs. Man, the defenses have come to play today.
Well, you know, what I've noticed from this defense from Indiana Wesleyan is the speed of their defense.
Yep.
A little quicker than we've seen in the past, and most times you'd see Sam easily get that first down, but number 55 came off his linebacker position and made a great tackle there and caught him from behind. So I'm real impressed with the speed of Indiana's defense here, Indiana Wesleyan.
Here comes Antoine, the quarterback. Man in motion. Play action. They're going to throw down the middle. Has a man caught at the 40. Taken down by Scott at the 46. Nice post route for a big gainer. That's the biggest gain of the game for Indiana Wesleyan.
Well, they used the play action of one of their favorite plays where they put the tight end in motion and he would trap the edge over on the left side. So they play fake. The Saints safety on that side stepped up for the run fake, and they were able to run in behind him on the post route for a big play.
On the ground, Whitwell finds a hole up past the 50. Does he run hard or what? 6 yards. I don't want to be on the business end of a Ryan Whitwell carry, I'll tell you that.
No, and this is the things Joe talked about, Coach Curry talked about earlier, where they stretched sideline to sideline. They faked the jet sweep wide and then ran up the inside. So Saints getting concerned with defending the sideline. They're running up inside.
2nd and 3, plenty of time, directing traffic. He drops it into a bucket to Tidwell for the first down up to the 26. Unbelievable throw.
Deep crossing route. Saints had it well covered. He just dropped it right in the spot. Just dropped it right over the top of the linebacker, and they're up fast, ready for the next play.
They keep running it at you, but they can throw the ball with the best of them. Whitwell on the ground. Nice inside tackle made up front by St. Francis.
Boy,
Alan Richards, the linebacker.
Sorry about that, Nick. After big plays, they're up to the line of scrimmage fast, aren't they? Mm-hmm. And now they'll take their time. No huddle, but they'll get the play from the sideline.
There's Alan Richards, the redshirt freshman out of Wilmington, transfer in from Quincy University.
Trips to the right, tight end left.
Right tackle calling out a blitz here from Mekhi Van and company. Here comes, they get to Antoine, but he slips out somehow. Look at Kyle Antoine diving. He'll be a yard shy of the first down, but it's going to be 3rd and short. They had him dead to rights in the backfield.
Oh, Saints styled up a great blitz, bringing 6 guys. They had him dead to rights, but he kind of ducked underneath the tackle here. Soup sneaks out of there, and now he gets a first down. Great tackle by Tumblety on that play to save a touchdown.
Save a first down, 3rd down and 2. Whitwell, the carry, almost an automatic first down. Up to the 10, down to the 9. First down and goal now for Indiana Wesleyan.
Well, yeah, Whitwell's a scrappy runner. I'll tell you what balance he has. Change of direction. He's kind of a low gravity type kid, difficult to tackle. Again, here they got the little bunch wing over here. There's the motion pulling the 2 tight ends.
Pulling the receiver, but he trips over his own guy at the 6-yard line, and he's down. 2nd and goal at the 6.
They pulled the tight end and the receiver that came down in that little bunch formation on the edge. It's difficult because you got the 3 guys on the edge there. That's their strength. And then if you overplay that strength, they'll pull those 2 guys and run back to the weak side of the formation and create numbers over there.
The next carry for 33 Whitwell will be his 20th of the half.
Wow.
Spreading them out this time. 2nd and goal. Whitwell. Such a tough runner to the goal line and in. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Same play they ran for the touchdown earlier in the game. Just a straight inside zone play. And Whitworth, man, look at this guy run. Look at his legs churning and moving. His back's into the end zone.
Offensive lineman Ethan Stewart came up, gave him a little push there at the end with a touchdown.
Our defensive line did a nice job of holding up their offensive line, but he found a little seam there, was able to squeeze through and drive through a tackle into the end zone for the touchdown.
Kick on the way. It's good. That drive goes 8 plays, covers 80 yards after I believe it was the missed field goal from St. Francis. Took 3 minutes and 9 seconds off the clock.
Well, the big play was that play action post route that they hit for a big chunk of yardage, and then came right back with no huddle, just got to the line and got another big run play there. Kind of got the Saints on their heels, and were able to take it in from there.
Taking a look at my stats, I think we got the teams mixed up here. Here comes Sam Tumulty and company after we get this kick return. Hopefully Scotty gets a chance here. Scott and Joey, the brothers, standing back to return the kickoff.
That's a nice kickoff return duo right there.
Isn't it? Not a chance they get a chance to touch this ball.
This ball.
It's going to go out of the back of the end zone.
In the softball fields, probably. 2 minutes left. We have 1 timeout. But we're going into the wind, so it'll be interesting to see how Coach McCarthy starts out this drive.
There's Clifton, the kick, angles it right, and that's going to go out of the back of the end zone. The Wildcats will race to the end zone. And here comes Sam, along with Joey there, number 5. Do you just run it and try to run out the clock, or are you going to try to throw it downfield and try to get some points on the board before halftime?
I think you see how this first play goes, Nick. You know, if you can get some kind of chunk or good yardage, you may want to take a shot at it. So he may come out with a run play early here or a short pass. Because remember, incomplete pass, you're stopping the clock, and then you're kicking into the wind. So
I got your good side now here, Coach.
There is no good side.
Here's Sam Tumulty and company. 4 wide receivers, 2 on each side. They're going to try to throw it. Going down the sideline for Riddle. He takes us flattened out there at the 42-yard line, but that's a first down. He came up with it. Ryan Little taking the punishment at the end of the play.
Nice little wheel route down here into the boundary. Look at the ball. He put it right between the 2 defenders. Perfect throw.
What happened? 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning here at Joliet Memorial Stadium. It's homecoming. Saints trying to get on the board. Haven't scored a touchdown yet. See if we can pull it off here in the final 2 minutes. We'll take a quick break on the USF Sports TV Network.
It's a small school, but it's mighty in that it changes your life when you go here.
The experiences that I gained and the life lessons that I learned while I was here are something that I continue to carry with me. I'm proud to hold 4 degrees from the university. I wouldn't have gone back time and time again if I didn't think that this was a quality education.
No matter where you are in life, with the right people, the right school, and the right support, you can do anything.
Your career is limitless after you go to the University of St. Francis.
Happy homecoming to all the Saints fans watching on our live YouTube stream. If you're listening on WCSF or tape delay on Channel 6 here at Joliet, appreciate you tuning in today. Pretty nice day for football. It's a little bit windy, but we'll take the temperature any day of the week, huh? Especially considering the last time we were up here.
Yeah, it was a little warm last time. It's a beautiful day for football. Every day is a beautiful day for football. Here we got Twins to the right and to the left. A little stacked Twins formation here.
Here's Sammy. Throwing right, has Dez downfield. It is caught, and he's out of bounds at the 36. Another dime from Sam Tumulty, and a great catch by Dez.
Excellent route running there. Dez went upfield, looked like he was going to run the post, breaks it back to the flag. You got Tumulty, looked like he was going to run a crossing, and then arrowed it back out to the sideline. They created a great separation there, and a beautiful ball. Excellent pass route, excellent pass.
22-yard pickup for the second catch of the game for Des Jordan. Here's Sam again. Great protection. Checks down to Gavin Day this time. Inbounds after a gain of 9, 147. Plenty of time now.
They're creating a lot of problems for the underneath coverage for Indiana Wesleyan. That time they ran a crossing route and then slight delay the back out of the backfield. The linebacker with the crossing route, nobody covered Gavin coming out of the backfield.
Flag on the play. Outside to Joey. He's tackled immediately.
That's
You have to check on the flag on this one. It was thrown as the ball was snapped, and judging by Sam Tumulty's reaction, it's going to be against the Saints. Oh, drive killer.
I'll tell you, that smash route where they run the flag route and the out route underneath it has been open this whole drive, and the timing has been excellent from Sam Tumulty to his receivers, that time to Joey.
Hard to understand the explanation, but it's going to be an illegal procedure penalty on the Saints. Sam Tumulty 11 for 16 throwing, 127 yards. Antoine 8 for 11 for 84 yards.
3 receivers left, split right.
Second down and 7 after the penalty. Good protection again. Down the middle of the field. Caught to Des Jordan. Right over the fingertips of the linebacker. And it moves the chains for the Saints. They got something cooking here.
Yes, they do. Crossing routes are great routes against man-to-man because you got to chase him across the field. He's running away. And again, the accuracy of Tumulty. And he hit Des right on the hands there for a big play.
First down in 10. Second trip to the red zone. Came up empty the first time. Going to Joey at the 5. Incomplete. And Joe a bit slow to get up, but that is a heck of a play on the edge by the corner, Preston Sykes, the senior out of Frankfort, Ohio.
Has the same route, that smash route. Flag in and out. Hit Joey off the break, but when you get the shorter field, defenders can react much more quickly with the shorter field on that route. Like to see them come back to some of their crossing routes that they ran. Maybe a back coming out of the backfield. It's always great against man-to-man coverages.
Opponents for Indiana Wesleyan are just 4 for 12 in the red zone. Here's Sam again to the end zone. Nearly intercepted, looking for Des Jordan. That's going to bring up 3rd and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Well, I think he might have had Joey open underneath on a little crossing route off the trips. They ran Des up on the flag route, and you had Joey just breaking underneath. Protection's been real good in this drive so far, Nick.
Protection's been great all, especially with the makeshift offensive line they have out there right now.
Yeah, that's great credit to that unit. The offensive line is doing an excellent job.
Wind picking up here at Memorial Stadium. 3rd down and 10.
Little double wing route here.
Check down. Gavin Day at the 5. Not enough for the first. 4th down and 3.
Boy, Tumulty going through his progressions. We had a wheel route and a curl. He read it, looked backside post, nothing there, and was able to just dump it off at a delay to Gavin coming out of the backfield. Just working through his progressions. Just a total control right here in this 2-minute drill.
20 seconds. Looks like they're going to take their final timeout. They're going to maybe just go for one play, let this tick down. I don't know. You could still get a first down.
They may be thinking field goal here, get some points. Not sure.
3 seconds on the clock, and Coach Curry will take the final timeout of the half.
When it runs down like that, I'm thinking more field goal, but
even that's not much of a gimme right here with the wind being as it is. But Guerrero's been a pretty trusty kicker this year.
Well, if they're going for it, that's touchdown or nothing. I mean, if you go earlier and get a first down.
What do you think here? What would you do?
You do it.
Oh, they're going to put the field goal unit on, and I think that because Des Jordan ripped off his helmet and was not happy.
Well, when he let it go down to 3 seconds, I'm pretty sure that they're going to do a field goal because with a chance to get the first down, you'd want to keep that time if you're going to go for it on 4th down.
with how that offense was marching, I kind of felt pretty confident. I thought they had the momentum, but they're going to try to put points up here. This will be a 22-yard field goal again with the wind blowing as it is. Not a gimme.
It gives you a one-possession game, you know, 8 points. So I think want to get those points before halftime.
Good snap. Holds down. It's plenty of leg, and it is no good. It might have been tipped, but pushed it right, it looked like. And Saints come up empty again in the red zone, as you see it. I don't know if it was pushed right or left, but
it was to the right. It just missed it right. So we overcompensated for hooking it the last time. And that's usually a given with him. This is,
Oh, they say that the time should have ticked off, so they're calling it halftime here at the stadium. Saints had some opportunities with some missed field goals, but it is the number 6 team in the country, Indiana Wesleyan 14, the Saints 3, as we go to halftime. We'll take a break. Second half numbers and second half action on the way on the USF Sports TV Network.
Hello, everyone. My name is Andy, and I am the president of the Student Activities Board. Joining me on the field today are two other members of the SAT standing right behind me. So at this time, we're going to announce this year's homecoming court. We will begin with third place, followed by second place, and then our homecoming king and queen will be crowned by last year's king and queen, Tim Wade and Olivia Bukowski. In third place, from the women's nominations, is Desiree Anderson. In the third place, from the men's nominations, is Icor Anabatar. In second place, from the men's nominations, is Daniel McLaurin. In second place, from the women's nomination, is Elvia Cardenas. We will now announce this year's homecoming king. This year's homecoming king is Christoph Noga. This year's homecoming queen is Skylar Yap. Congratulations! Let's give a round of applause to this year's homecoming king and queen in court.
Thank you. Looks really good. Hey, we're back at 3.
Welcome back to the stadium. Nick Jacobs and Dan Sharp here at halftime, 14-3. The Wildcats on top of the Fighting Saints today. Looking to go 4-1 are the Cats. St. Francis looking to go 4-0 under 13th year head coach Joe Curry. So far, Coach, the story kind of missed opportunities here for St. Francis. Couple of red zone attempts, but no touchdowns.
Yeah, we were talking earlier in the game how they've been scored every time they've been in the red zone, and 88% chance were touchdowns. It's just situations where, you know, we drove the ball well. The short passing game looks excellent with Dez and Joey, Gavin coming out of the backfield. I like the way Tumblty's running the offense. As you mentioned earlier, they're not getting many yards rushing, but I think that short passing game has kind of replaced the running game today and taking what the Wildcat defense is giving them. A lot of positives. I know it was a little disappointing to leave some points on the board there with the missed field goals, but I really like the way the offense and the defense are playing today. Defense has been playing very well also. So get the ball to start the half. Let's see if we get another drive together here.
Yeah, yards are pretty even. Indiana Wesleyan, 35 plays, 190 yards. St. Francis, a few less plays, 32, with a few less yards, 168. St. Francis leading the way through the air with 155 yards on 13 of 20 throwing from Sam Tumblety. Like we mentioned, just 13 yards on the ground on 12 attempts. Sam Tumblety, 8 carries for 15 yards net with a long of 8. And that might be a factor of a little bit of a bum knee that Sam was playing on today. Really impressive running, though, from Indiana Wesleyan. 20 carries for Ryan Whitwell, their starting running back, and 90 yards and the 2 touchdowns coming from number 33 in White.
He's a hard runner. He runs well in between the tackles. They do a nice job on blocking on the edge, especially when they trap with their tight end and their receivers pulling on plays. So they have a nice little plethora of plays there in the running game. But St. Francis has shouldered up pretty good in most cases and forced some punts, and the offense has moved the ball. We just got to knock it in the end zone.
And you see right there, the ball has been bouncing St. Francis's way. They have a fumble there that bounced right into the hands of Joey Tumblety. There was one takeaway from St. Francis as well, so they are leading the turnover battle 1-0. Take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Here's something interesting, too. Time of possession, 15 minutes and 1 second for St. Francis, 14 minutes and 59 seconds for Indiana Wesleyan. They pretty much had an identical amount of time, almost an identical amount of yardage for each team. The difference so far has been red zone offense and who's been able to finish off their drives.
Yeah, we've actually been in the red zone 3 times. You know, where they've been in twice and they've scored touchdowns both times. But what a great, you were showing the films there, the fumble recovery by Joey Tull. What a job this film crew does.
They're all over it. Hey, A game every time.
Every play, it's clear and you see where the ball is. It's just amazing how they follow the action so well. Sure makes it easy for us, that's for sure.
Sure does. We hope you're enjoying it at home or wherever you're watching. Thank you very much, everyone on our YouTube stream today. To J-Lo Long watching from Texas. Got a lot of Indiana Wesleyan fans, of course. We appreciate everyone tuning in. David and Alan and Xavier, Crystal, and appreciate everyone tuning in today. Thanks for chiming in on the YouTube chat as well. Always a lively place to go for game conversation. St. Francis will have the football to start, presumably. 2 of the Tumbltys back to return, Scotty and Joey. St. Francis will be working against the wind to start things off, which is how they designed it. Low kick, skipped, and it'll be Scott Tumblety from the middle of the field. Let's see if he can make something happen here. Not quite, up to about the 25, 26-yard line or so. Not too terrible.
Yeah, that was interesting to see the ball kicked low and hard like that and allow a return. But excellent job by Indiana Wesleyan as they come down their lanes, as they try to run a left return there. But look at the coverage, perfect by Indiana Wesleyan.
By the way, Scott Tumulty needs about 13 more kickoff return yards to be the all-time record holder in Saints history in kickoff return yardage.
Record books are going to have Tumulty all over it.
Yeah.
It's all said and done.
If we got time later, we could talk about the exploits of that 1989 team.
Yeah.
A lot of names in the record books with 89 on top, but the delay a game to start off the second half. I don't think they were aware of how much time was left on the clock. It might have because the music was still playing.
I don't know. You got the clock down in the end zone to look at.
Well, you don't want to make it any harder for yourself. Instead of 1st and 10, it's now 1st and 15 back to the 20-yard line. Here we go. Sam Tumulty with Gavin Day to his left. And try more of the ground game. Gavin trying to be patient. Gets it up to the 23-yard line. There to put an end to that, Devin Ariavo, the junior linebacker.
The Indiana Wesleyan came out again, their 4-man front, but they did shift one of the tackles on the center that time. I wonder if they're going to try and attack the new center. But they're staying right in their defense. They're 4-2 defense. Man-to-man on the corners.
2nd and 13, back to the air. To the outside, it's a dangerous pass and well defended outside by Indiana Wesleyan. I believe that was Preston Sykes, the cornerback. Brings up 3rd and long.
Yeah, they're pressing that coverage a little tighter now. Those short routes were open in the first half, and they've tightened up that coverage, that man-to-man coverage. They're not giving much of a cushion, not this half.
So how do you combat that if you're the St. Francis
well,
offense?
I think you look at some deeper routes, crossing routes, run them off. I still like Gavin coming out of the backfield in the short passing game. And I think, like you mentioned earlier, Nick, we need to get the running game going.
3rd and 13.
Here comes that blitz. Here they come. Off the edge.
And they got him again. St. Francis offensive line has been blocking pretty well, but the blitzes have been very tough to pick up. And 4th down. Started off with a dubious start with a penalty before even the first snap, and ended with a sack here from Clayton Mosier. Yeah, their senior linebacker.
He's all over the place. They took him and stepped him out on the edge, just outside the tackle, and he just came off that edge hard, and no one was able to pick him up. You get in those 3rd and long situations, and you got a good man-to-man team, boy, that blitz is coming.
2nd sack of the season for Mosier, trying for the block, and it does affect the kick. The punt angle's right, takes a decent bounce for St. Francis, but Indiana Wesleyan, again, this offense doesn't need much help, but they're going to start in positive territory on their first possession of the second half.
Boy, they had tremendous pressure. They took one of the guys from Wesleyan, took him from the outside and motioned him and came right up the middle and almost blocked that punt. And they come out there ready to go.
Kyle Antoine still the quarterback, and we keep saying that because they have put more than one quarterback. Arjun Lothe, by the way, is on the bench, who set the program record for yards in a game last week with 374. They're going to go for the home run here on first, and they get to him, but they are able to check it down and pick up a 1st and more. A touchdown, perhaps saving tackle by Matthew Perry. That is the 2nd or 3rd time the Saints have had a sack in their hands. But very slippery Kyle Antoine, able to slip out and get a pass completed.
Boy, I thought Strosha had him there. He's able to wiggle free from Strosha and pick up his outlet receiver for a big gain.
Levi Tidwell, the reception. Here is Whitwell, picking up 2, maybe 3 on the play.
They did a nice job of pinning the edge, pulling the guard, got a nice kick out block, run a little power play up through there, and that's a nice run, 3-4 yards on 1st down.
See if the Saints can get into that backfield again here on 2nd down and 6. End around to the boundary and out of bounds. Goes to Isaac Smith on the carry. 3rd down and short.
That little shovel that is credited as a reception there.
Oh, that's true,
catches it, shoves it. So the reason they do that is in case there's a fumble, it'd be an incomplete pass. the timing of that sometimes is difficult to time up.
3rd down and 3 for Wesleyan. Whitwell. Spin move past the 15, wrapped up by Trey Sayers and Scott Tumulty for the first down up to the 14-yard line. This running game for Indiana Wesleyan is just like a train rolling down the tracks.
Well, this right side, look at them cave them in, blocking down. Look at the right side, how they just seal it off. Your guards all the way up through to the safety. That's quite an impressive blocking on the right side where they caved the whole defensive line of St. Francis in.
Whitwell gets a break. Elijah Gibbs on. Takes the handoff inside. Keeps the legs moving up past the 10. It's a gain of 6 up to the 8-yard line.
The patience of the running backs for Indiana Wesleyan is outstanding. Because look here, it looks like nothing's there at first. He waits, sees a seam, gets up through. He allows his blockers to make the block. Quick pass out here, screen.
Outside, up past the 5, wrapped up and reaching across the goal line for the 3rd touchdown of the game for the Wildcats. Not a great start here in the second half. St. Francis's offense sputters. The punt not quite as deep as we usually see with the wind, and it ends with a touchdown from Isaac Smith, his 7th touchdown reception of the season.
Well, they get up quick to the line, they change the tempo, throw the screen pass out there, excellent blocking by the receivers and the tight end in motion. They get into the end zone. Well, they do a good job of keeping the pressure on you with tempo. They're no huddle. Sometimes they're looking at the sideline getting the play. And then, like in this case, once they got the first down, then they hustled up to the line of scrimmage and threw the quick screen right away, keeping you off guard on the tempo. Defense has to always be prepared for that quick snap.
21-3 the score after 2 possessions here in the second half. And I'd like to say congratulations and a thank you to Oz Lopez right there. Oz has been an assistant athletic trainer for 12 years with the University of St. Francis. He'll be moving on after today. It's his last day with the Brown and Gold. Whether you're a football player, a professor, or the president of the university, or an assistant athletic trainer, we thank you for your service, sir. Oz Lopez, appreciate you.
That's great. Do a great service to the young men and women here.
They needed his services today, huh?
Yeah, he was busy. He's getting overtime on his last day.
A couple of linemen have gone down. The two centers for St. Francis, both out with leg injuries.
I mean, how unusual is that? Those 2 centers. I mean,
All right, looks like they got the ball on the team. They're going to have to try to hurry up before the wind blows it off again. 21-3, Saints offense still looking for something. They've been able to move the ball, was unable to get it into the end zone. It'll be Joey letting it go into the end zone for the touchback. Almost wouldn't mind seeing him try to return that ball, but we'll take it from the 20. I'm not sure what else you can do. The running game is pretty much non-existent for St. Francis today. Great tackling by the defensive line and linebackers for Indiana Wesleyan.
Well, get back to doing what we did well. Like I said, Indianapolis has tightened up their man-to-man press coverage. Look at 24 over here down on our side here. Look how tight he's up.
Snap back to Sam. Play action. Here comes pressure, though. He evades, throws on the run, and there is nobody there as he throws it away. Incomplete. He was out of the tackle box. No flag for intentional grounding.
Yeah, the secondary is getting much more physical in their coverages.
Defensive line making some pressure that time.
They are shifting their tackles over our center now and trying to rush straight up the middle. See if they do that again. See if they get a 4-man line, if they have someone on the center. Yep, he's kind of piecing the center and the shoulder, shooting the A gap.
Handoff today, and there is just no room inside. They're trying to run the ball, and there is no room to run, no gain, 3rd down. And here come the pass rushers for Indiana Wesleyan.
Yeah, once again, it was up through the A gap inside that they got some pressure. which disrupted the running play before it even got started. Look at her. Look at the pressure up the middle. 92 there. So a combination of heat, of good presence of the defensive line in the middle of the offensive line and the press coverage of the secondary, taking away a lot of the things that St. Francis did well in the first half, the short passing game.
St. Francis ready for the blitz. Here it comes off right side of Sam. He's got to hurry across the middle. Joey tried to reach up and grab it, but it was knocked away by Vance Shepard, the safety. Beautiful play defensively again.
Yep, lockdown coverage again. Coming on the crossing route. Look at, you see 13 hop on the inside of the crossing route. Has good position. Breaks the ball up. We got two receivers in a similar area too there. We don't like to see that, bringing another defender into the play.
And Joey Tumulty, the youngest of the three brothers, one of the most productive receivers so far. They're going to go underneath that black 10 and take a look at the video of the last drive, see if they can start figuring some things out. They're going to try to block this punt again. No, they're not. They're going to try to get the return on it. A beauty into the wind. Look at the spiral back to the 31-yard line. Here comes the return up the boundary, still on his feet and finally out of bounds. The flag comes in. The return up to the 41. About a 29-yard return, but the flag is going to be repositioned to the 48-yard line. It's going to be holding against Indiana Wesleyan. You see Joey, along with offensive coordinator Matt McCarthy, they're taking a look at the video. Something new that these NAIA football teams have access to during the game, and Coach Curry had a lot of positive things to say about it, but being able to address whatever issues immediately after they occur. So we'll see if they can figure something out. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Sam. I thought it was. They look so similar.
Well, you know what they always say, a picture's worth 1,000 words. Trying to describe what's happening and actually just taking a look at it and making it visual certainly helps speed up the adjustments, the ability to make adjustments.
All right, see if the defense can make a play here. First down for the Wildcats. On the ground to Whitmore again. Nice job bottled up.
I see the Saints added another man to the line of scrimmage. That time they had 4 men on the line of scrimmage. Over to the tight end side, they tightened up their linebacker. Really concerned about the stopping the running game right now, so they're adding another guy to the line of scrimmage.
Carson Hansen with that big clubbed hand trying to get in the middle of things.
There, see, we got 5 guys on the line of scrimmage up there. Got a bear look on top.
Keep an eye.
85 bear look.
Levi Tidwell to the outside. Play action. Can they get to him this time? No, they cannot. They check it down and hit before the line. Diving. He's not going to get there. We got a great look at it. He'll be a yard shy. 3rd down and 1. Again, the slippery quarterback. What pocket presence Kyle Antoine has. Look at him work.
They had 2 linebackers on the outside coming hard, and that disrupted the pass.
Inside run. Whitwell, another first down. Picking up just what he needs to move the chains up to the 45 of the Saints. 33, the definition of a running back workhorse.
Well, again, they went super quick on that play. Instead of looking at the wristbands, whatever, they quick got to the line with 3rd and 1 and hit it hard, trying to catch St. Francis's defense getting set. Here we are again with 5-men line by the Saints. Just try and stop this run.
Tidwell motions to the backfield. They give. It's Gibbs, the speedy running back. Picks up about 7. Matt Perry there to end it. 2nd down and short.
Indiana Wesleyan's edge blocking has been sensational. They are just taking that right side of the Saints defense and just caving it in. They get a kick out block and get good positive yards off of it.
2nd down and 3.
Look at him pin them all down.
Gibbs inside run, slippery. Oh, big tackle by Scott Tumulty at the 28-yard line, but another first down. This running attack by the Wildcats almost looks unstoppable at the moment.
Number 41, their tight end Hayes, has been just sensational in blocking the edge. Now he's pulling and trapping. Look at, he gets a good kick out block.
Gibbs again, taken down by Trey Sayers.
They are as in a good a run rhythm as I've seen. Sealing the edge with 41, pulling 41 and having them trapped. The offensive line is getting off the ball. They're changing tempo on the St. Francis defense within the series.
Oh.
It's extremely well executed offense right now by the Wildcats.
Another Saint injury, and hope the best for Matthew Perry, but at least it stops their momentum here. We're exactly halfway through our third quarter. Another injury, though. Matthew Perry's going to be able to walk off under his own power. St. Francis with wins this season over Waldorf, Lawrence Tech, and Concordia, Michigan by an average of about 35 points. Indiana Wesleyan 3-1 with wins over Madonna, St. Francis, Indiana, and Olivet Nazarene. Their only loss against Valparaiso 2 weeks ago. Gibbs goes out and Whitwell back in. He's over 100 carries this season already. 24 carries for Ryan Whitwell this game alone.
Two tight ends to the left, motion to the left.
Motion man is Tidwell. They give to Whitwell. Trey Sayers tracks him down as a flag comes flying in. Great play by 33, tackling number 33. Going to be holding on Indiana Wesleyan. They're going to take the penalty.
St. Francis did an excellent job setting the edge that time. Stretching that play out, spilling it outside where the safeties and linebackers can come in and make the play.
$7:24 to go third quarter. Saints.
See how they set the edge, forced it, strung everything out, and then allowed Sayers to come in and make the tackle.
Saints chasing 18 here. They need a big stop here on second down and 15. Tidwell in the wrong spot. Oh, he looks at the play. Oh, yeah, I'm supposed to be over here. Saints in their 3-3. Whitwell motions to the right side. Fakes the screen. Downfield, and it is completed to Tidwell at the 19-yard line. Shy of the first down, 14-yard strike to Tidwell on the crossing route.
Well, they motioned back out of the backfield, which drew the safety over. And then from the wide side of the field, they ran a double post. And that double post opened up.
They give to Whitwell. Hit at the line, but look at him run to the 10. Cuts it back inside to the 8-yard line. Such a good runner, Ryan Whitwell.
Just a hard nose. Reminds me, nobody will know this, but Rocky Blyer back with the Pittsburghs in the 70s. He ran like that, low to gravity, hit, spin, always moving forward, feet never stop. Always driving, always churning, always getting positive yards. One tough runner. Now this back now is another guy. He's going to get, it's like thunder and lightning here. Here's a quick little back.
Here's Gibbs. Wrapped up in the back, couldn't get him. Carson Hansen tracks him down after a gain of 1 or 2.
St. Francis do a much better job now on their edge defense.
And now Alan Richards coming up limping.
Look at how 44 strung that play out, handled, shed his block. Spilled it out to the outside.
Carson Hansen bit by a dog, the reason he's wearing that glove. Second down and goal, back to the 9-yard line. Play action to Gibbs. Pump fake. Sidearm throw to the back of the end zone, incomplete. Brings up third.
Great discipline by the Saints defense there. The play action. Safety didn't bite. They stayed in coverage. Linebackers stayed in coverage. Excellent job. Look at how we covered the corner. We got the flat covered. We got over the middle covered. Excellent job there by not biting on the play action.
Looking for Tidwell there.
Brings up a big third down, Nick.
Saints fans trying to get a little energy into this defense here. Third down. Tidwell motions to the left. Play action to Gibbs. They're going to look into the end zone to the back and just overthrown. It probably had his man open there looking for Isaac Smith.
Strosha gave him some great pressure, Nick, which forced that ball high. Strosha did a great job right here. Oh, just got a hand on him as he's getting ready to throw.
Going to bring out the field goal unit.
There, see how he got a hit on him just as he throw and forced him his ball to sail. Those little things, that tenacity to keep coming, driving hard, and Strosha getting in the backfield, making a big play there, force a field goal.
Clifton 3 for 4 on field goals. He'll have the wind at his back. 20-yard try, make it 25-yard try. Plenty of leg, looks good from here, and it is. They tack on 3 more. The lead's 20. A lot of points to make up, but plenty of time. But the Saints offense really needs to figure something out. They couldn't really move it much here in the first couple possessions of the third quarter. But to their credit, that Indiana Wesleyan defense, especially their run defense, is stout.
Big concern now is you need to come behind with 3 scores. You know Indiana Wesleyan's going to bring that blitz. They're going to lock on, play man-to-man, and they're going to be coming after Tumulty now. So interesting to see if they can run any screens. Maybe not so much to the wide receivers because of press coverage, but maybe to Gavin or their back, or try and hit some big plays in the passing game. Play action probably isn't going to matter too much anymore to the Indiana Wesleyan. They're just going to put their ears back and come after them.
Another double-digit play drive, 13 plays, 50 yards. 13 plays to only go 50 yards, and it took about 4.5 minutes off the clock. Interesting kickoff formation here for Indiana Wesleyan. Now they spread out. Clifton checks. Puts it into the Joliet air. End over end kick. Is Joey going to have a chance? Nope. It's going to go about 7 yards deep and out of the back. And here comes Sam out from the 20. Scott Tumulty's had 1 chance at a kickoff return. Took it about 13 yards. Still chasing that record.
I'd kind of like to see if they go back to that 2-minute type deal they did at the end of the first half.
You can throw it.
Be a down score.
Got to be able to pick up that blitz.
Pick up the pace a little bit. And Tumulty is such a good decision maker, and he can make so many things happen with his feet as well. Just put him in position to just keep moving the team and calling the plays at the line of scrimmage.
Blitz shown.
Here they come.
Here they come. Hand off to Gavin, inside run. Nice tough run from Gavin up to the 30-yard line to pick up a 5.
Yeah, that was a good tough run, Nick. He had a nice little seam there, the A-gap between the guard and the center, and was able to pop it through there, get some positive yards.
Second longest run of the game. Sam Tumulty has an 8-yard carry. That goes for 5 yards. And St. Francis only with 14 rushing yards on the game. They started with 13, so they've actually have 1 rushing yard this quarter. Sam, that's a backward pass over to Joey. Makes 1 miss. Can't make the second. He only picks up 2. Third down.
Joey took a 5-yard loss and turned it into a 2-yard gain there. But you can see how tight the coverage is. Look at how up everybody is. It's hard to run some of those sideline screens when they're pressing the coverage so hard.
See Joey Tumulty there, number 5, the youngest of the 3.
They might want to need to use motion and stuff to run those plays.
Third down and 3. Saints need to move the sticks here. Low snap, picked it up. Looking for Ryan, and it's intercepted off the hands of Little. The return is on. 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown.
Well, the Saints tried to run a double post there, similar to what Indiana Wesleyan did on their last scoring drive. You see here they ran the 2 posts. They ran Joey in the middle, first post, and then they come off on the second post. Ball thrown a little bit behind, and the tip ball turned into a pick 6.
That's Mosier's second interception, and they've both been pick 6s for number 2.
Mosier's been all over the field today, Nick.
The entire defense are seniors except for 1 guy. This is such an experienced group for Indiana Wesleyan. All seniors except for Vance Shepard, who's a junior. There's actually only 4 players on the entire defensive 2 deep that are sophomores. There are no freshmen, 4 sophomores. Everyone else are upperclassmen for Indiana Wesleyan.
Well, that shows the great stability there. The kids staying and playing through their senior years, and you get that kind of experience. You get guys there 5-6 years, and they understand the system. They've been playing in it, for a quarter of their lives, and they did a great job.
And that is the 5th pick six of the season for Indiana Wesleyan's defense.
You saw them form that wall quickly when that ball was picked. They know they got a bingo or ASCII call or whatever. They get right into their blocking schemes and try and set some kind of wall along the sideline, and they did that time for the touchdown.
Indiana Wesleyan doing a lot of their damage this season on the road, too. 5 of their first 7 games have been on the road, including games against Valparaiso, St. Xavier, Marion. They got St. Xavier next week on the road.
Very well coached team, execute well, great composure. Like you said, I think the fact that they're all seniors really helps in that.
Yep. All right, offense needs to try something here to start moving this football. It's 31-3. You got to show a little fight here at the end of this third quarter. 4:07 to go. You mentioned how great of a coach team the Wildcats are under second-year head coach Andrew Rohde. He's 13-3, led the team to their second consecutive Mid-East title last year. NAIA quarterfinals appearance. He was the offensive coordinator out at Morningside from 2020 to 2022, which put up 1 million yards and a ton of points. Was part of the staff that led them to a national title. Across to Des Jordan.
There you go.
Up to the 42-yard line. Those deep passing routes are there, Coach.
Yep, the crossing routes are excellent routes. Tumblety put it right on the hands as he was running so he could stay with pace, try and get some yards after the catch. But these crossing routes could be good routes for the Saints. Again, it takes a little bit of time. Protection becomes an issue, but
kind of feel like if they're going to score, it's going to be from further down the field. Once they get into the red zone and everything tightens up a bit, it's been very difficult.
Yes.
4 wide receivers again. Des Jordan wide right. Here comes the blitz, picked up, downfield, looking for Des. Off his fingertips and incomplete. He had it in his hands.
I think Des hesitated there for a minute. I think if he kept running, he might have caught that in stride. Gavin did a nice job of helping picking up the rush up the middle, and that's what they could do with Gavin. Use him all along the front. Now they're rushing just 4, but he's there. He can help chip block, and then if everybody's is blocked, he could delay out the flat. But I think if Des would have kept running, watch this here, how he just kind of hesitated just a moment, and then the ball was overthrown.
Flag comes out. Sam on the run. There goes Sam to the 50, 45, 40. Trots out of bounds, but he's probably going to be coming back here, isn't it? We'll see what this flag is all about on the opposite side of the field after the run from Tumblety.
See, this is what Tumblety gives you.
Oh, they wave it off. Okay. So the longest play of the game right there, Sam Tumblety up to the 40-yard line. The 19-yard carry.
Well, they said that they were going to call illegal formation, but one official said no, he was on the line of scrimmage. So, but that's what Tumblety gives you. That's as good as a pass reception. You know,
Absolutely.
He reads it, hits that lane, and he's difficult to bring down. Gets you big positive yards. Stayed in this 4 wide receiver set this whole drive.
Under 3 minutes to go here in the third. Saints need points badly. Outside looking for Hetfield and incomplete.
When you got guys that can play man-to-man, it really frees up your defensive coordinator to do a lot of things. You know, just say, hey, we're just going to lock on, play man. You got to try have your man beat our man. Now we can send blitzes. We could, take away that short passing game of yours.
Empty backfield for Sam. Steps up in the pocket, looking down, and has Joey knocked out of his hands at the last minute. Another impressive defensive play by Preston Sykes, the secondary for Indiana Wesleyan, just clamping down.
Well, look, there, Indiana Wesleyan's defensive tackle shifted over. He's in the A gap. He got pressure. Just got a hand on Tumblety as he's getting ready to throw. Right there, just kind of hit him in the back, and that kind of fluttered the ball on him. It maybe caused a little delay in the timing there of the route. That little bit of pressure. makes a big difference in trying to complete those passes downfield.
A lot of footballs are getting into the hands of receivers that are either being dropped or knocked away. The opportunities are there.
Here comes the blitz.
Inside this time, they're bringing three extra. Sam tucks it, down he goes. Among them, Devin Aravalo, the linebacker, number 6, and of course, Tony Cheeseborough. 4th down.
Well, it's difficult to block the blitz, but you're forcing some one-on-one blocking with guys like Cheeseborough. You can't double team him now when you bring the blitz as well. So it looks like a whole jailbreak there. And when they get you in 3rd and long, put you in a tough position.
Guerrero trying to put one against the wind. Look at the spiral to the right, and it will bounce at the 5, but an unfavorable hop into the end zone. Another great effort by Adrian Guerrero, number 61. I think on a normal day, he probably puts the tip down and tries to just put that one up in the air and drop it. But he tried to spiral that one through the wind.
Yeah,
beautiful punt, though.
Yeah, then had the end over end bounce. Then
Under 2 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter, 31-3. It's been all Wesleyan so far. Saints been able to move the ball a little bit. 202 yards so far for St. Francis, and there you see head coach Rohde again. He's been on the staff at Concordia University over at Morningside in his first head coaching job here at Indiana Wesleyan, and boy, is he doing a great job. Whitmore again behind the lead blocker, gets it up to the 28. A pickup of 8 yards.
Little misdirection that time. They ran a little jet sweep to the right, and then had a good tailback running to the left, and again getting positive yards. The offensive line has been playing great, especially on that edge. There it is again. Cave down, lead the guard up through. Whitmore power play.
Dragging some Saints. Another big first down. They're averaging now over 5 yards per carry, which seems like more just because of the number of times they've run the ball. 37 rushing yards, or 37 carries. Here's Whitmore again, make it 38. Look at the hole he has. Nick Mabudis jets in to put a stop to it after about 3.
Great execution. Outstanding athletes. Their offensive line is very athletic. They get off the ball well. And when they block that edge, they keep driving their legs, caving that edge in, allowing the guard to come up through. And then they mix up their tempo. Like I say, sometimes they're waiting for plays on the sideline, take a little time, and other times they just hustle up to the line and snap it on you. You know, they must call 2 plays or something and come back to back. At that change of tempo is difficult sometimes. It's getting to the defensive set.
A personal foul penalty on St. Francis. I didn't quite see what the illegal block was, but they called it on somebody. Hard to understand through the stadium microphone here, but a big penalty against the St. defense kind of flips the field a bit over to the 42. Here's the tight end Hayes, motions to the wing spot left. Fakes to Gibbs, downfield, wide open. Touchdown. It goes back to Isaac Smith, his 8th touchdown of the season, 2nd one of the game. I think they caught St. Francis's defense looking into the backfield.
Well, that's what happens with the running game. First of all, they show up by bringing their tight end. They had him in the slot, brought him to the wing, which was their favorite running formation. Then they had the great play action with the tight end selling the block, and they snuck the slot receiver right up the post. And the safeties reacted to the run action, and it was able to create a big play at the post route.
Extra point is good. 38-3. It's been all Wildcats. Their defense has been spectacular. The offense has been methodical. Both have been unstoppable today. 38-3. But hey, you can't put a wet blanket on homecoming, even if it is, even if you are down to one of the best teams in the country today. Bernie's still out here partying for homecoming.
Bernie's still upbeat, working.
Some days aren't as good as others dressing up in the costume, but today's not so bad, I guess.
Yeah, that costume probably feels pretty good today.
Taking a look ahead for the Saints, they are on the road up to Michigan again next week, taking on Siena Heights. And then it's a bye week on the 12th. And after that, St. Xavier week. We were talking earlier, you know, losing to Indiana Wesleyan, you had a great opportunity here, and the game's not over by any means, but even if you do end up losing this game, it's not going to hurt you too much. They're number 6 in the country, St. Francis number 23. Maybe you fall out of the top 25, but then you still got your conference schedule to work through.
Well, that's the key. You start your conference play next week, and that's the goal. You know, win the conference and you're in. So that's got to be the goal of the Saints as they move on. Hopefully get some of these guys healthy and make a good run at that West Division of the conference.
Gavin Day muffed it into the end zone. He'll take a knee there.
But when you can run the ball like Indiana Wesleyan did, it opens up so much in your offense with play action and play calling. And then when you could stop the run like their defense did and force St. Francis into one-dimensional, that sure frees up a lot of your defensive play calling too with blitzes. So you look at the lines on both sides for Indiana Wesleyan, you know, well-recruited group of guys, but they've controlled the game. The offensive line and the defensive line of Indiana Wesleyan has been the difference in this game.
Sam with the pistol here. Offensive line holds up. They check it down to Gavin Day. Here come the DBs collapsing down out to the 35, 34-yard line. Pickup of 9 to Gavin Day.
That's basically their running play, their best running play. A little delay to Gavin coming out of the backfield to get him ball in space and pick up some positive yards.
Second down and 1 here for Sam.
Tight press coverage here.
Rushing 4. Flip out to Gavin. Hurdles over 1 up to the 39. That is a gain of 4 and a first down for St. Francis. 10th first down of the game for USF. Little flip pass here from Sam.
Yep. Same type of thing. Look downfield. Nothing there. Dump it off.
That's the end of quarter number 3. If the Saints are going to get back into this one, it's going to be the quarter to do it with the wind at their back. They're going to have to air it out, try to score some points against one of the best defenses in the country. We'll see how much they can pull off here. It's the USF Sports TV Network.
For me, it was just love at first sight. I came here and I knew that the people here really cared.
That's their one goal, is to see you walk across that stage and to have a successful life.
The professors and the university really do prepare their students for the real world.
When I came here, I got my voice, I got my independence, I got that sense of I can make an impact. USF education isn't just teaching you what you need to know about your field. It's teaching you what you need to know to make the world a better place.
Back we are here, homecoming here at Joliet Memorial Stadium, ATI Field. Welcome all the Saints fans, parents, alumni. Appreciate you tuning in. Wish we could have gave you a better third quarters, but hey, we got one more quarter to go. See if Sam and company can turn some things around with a win at their back now. 39-yard line, first down for USF. Gavin Day behind Sam with a pistol. They're going to rush 4. Plenty of time. Check down again and hit immediately. Was Gavin Day. They say they took it away. The forward progress stopped.
Yeah, they had 2 safeties deep. They're playing kind of like a Tampa 2 look here.
Officials are talking about it. They might give him an interception here. Let's take a look at it. Did he take the ball away? They did. Oh, they give him the, well, is there a return?
There should be no return. He was on the ground when he came up with the ball.
I'd love to see that play again, and we will. The catch? I don't know about that one.
I don't know if we had control of it.
Was it an
Gavin had control. It might have been bouncing there.
Did it just bounce off of a player and pop up for an interception, perhaps?
I don't think he had control of it. as he hit the ground. If he had control, he'd been down, but I don't think he had control of the ball.
Popped up right there and rolled right into the basket of the defensive player. That's a heck of a play. Pretty good call by the officials as well. That was Terry Sylvester, the linebacker, who will be credited with his first interception of the game. And where the ball starts to bounce your way in the first half for the Saints is kind of the opposite right now.
Here's where they pull the guard in the wing.
Gibbs.
Little counter tray look.
Picks up 9. Tailback, Gibbs. Nice wrap
good
up.
job on the edge there.
Mekhi Van wrapping up the ankle of Gibbs.
Yeah, Van did a great job shedding his block and stretching that, spilling it out. That last play, if Gavin Day was able to secure the ball, he would have been down.
Yep.
But that ball was he never had it secure, so it's on his body, loose, and was able to be wrestled away by the Wildcat defender. See, now here they're being a little more deliberate, moving personnel around, and you'll see them, they'll probably be milking the clock more and more now.
Whitwell, the tail in the pistol. Tidwell will motion to the backfield to give to the big Ryan Whitwell. Tough running to the 31-yard line. He needed 2 yards and got 3, first down.
They give you so many looks. They had the tight end wing to the left, then they shifted the tight end to the right, motioned the wide receiver, and then run to the right. So they get they get the defense having to adjust to formations on the fly. Which make it very difficult. And all Indiana's doing is looking for numbers on the edge, getting leverage where they can run that off-tackle power play.
The St. Francis offense was the 3rd highest scoring offense in the country, averaging 53 points a game. So far, they've been shut out of the end zone by a very tough Indiana Wesleyan defense.
Yep.
Indiana Wesleyan has 2 shutouts to their credit, as you see this run again from Whitwell.
Fake jet and then give the ball right up the middle. And they seem to be getting a decent push up in the middle of that line.
Indiana Wesleyan has scored no less than 52 points against all of their NAIA opponents, shutting 2 of them out, Madonna and Olivet Nazarene. Gibbs on the sweep, tracked down by Alan Richards, the linebacker. Nice play defensively, makes it 3rd and long.
Shot the gap there, comes Richards, shot the gap. There he is, catches him from the backside. They pulled that guard, created the gap opening where Richard shot it and came underneath to make the play.
Indiana Wesleyan averaging 4.6 yards per carry, 368 total yards on 61 plays. And taking their time here.
4 wide receivers.
Antoine checks it down. They love just to get the football into their running back hands as Gibbs is stood up by Scott Tumulty, I believe, and the flag comes in. Not sure what for.
Well, again, that play sets up like a 4th and 5. We'll see what happens with this penalty, but that's their idea. We get down to about 4th and 5, and they're going to go for it and try and keep the chains moving.
Not exactly sure what the penalty was. Oh, it's going to be against Indiana Wesleyan.
Oh, that's a great break for the Saints there. Late hit on the offense.
They called it on Ben Zebarth, the senior right guard out of Mitchell, South Dakota. See if we see anything here. That's Nick Mabutis with the hit.
Might have been
there at the, actually, it was one of the St. Francis players who initiated that hit, but he took the worst of it. Watch at the end of that play. It was a Saints defender who actually took on the offensive lineman, but it just looked worse than it was because he's so much bigger. Watch. See? Oh. And they called it on 57. Oh, wow.
Well,
it was Mike Torres for the Saints who wanted to mess with him a little bit, and he took the worst of it and got the penalty on Wesleyan. That's going to force the punt.
And they say the penalty occurred when the play was dead.
Wow.
So it's 4th down. So they lose it down as well. Forcing a punt here.
Notorious Holiday back to return this one, not Scott Tumulty. The punt is away. Spiraling, angled right. Beauty takes a Wesleyan hop at the 10 and down right about there. Perfect into the wind. Nice play by the gunner, Isaiah Hayes. He was actually the long snapper.
Yeah, just a little pooch kick to the corner. Well, good stop by the defense in that series. Let's see if we can get something going here on offense. I'm sure we're gonna see Sam try and air it out here a little bit. See if we get some separations from this man coverage. They are playing the safeties a lot softer than they were earlier in the game.
Yep. Pistol here, Day the tailback. Got Jordan, Little, and Joey Tumulty, the 3 receivers to the right. They faked the screen. They were trying to go long, and they decided to throw it to Joey, and it's incomplete. That was covered extremely well, as everything has been today for Indiana Wesleyan.
Yeah, that looked like they were going to run little fakes, like you're going to block the screen and then run deep, but Wesleyan did a nice job of jamming our receiver at the line of scrimmage there, not allowing him, knocking off his timing on getting off that route.
If you're looking for a moral victory here so far, Indiana Wesleyan averages 506 yards a game. St. Francis has, quote unquote, held them to 375 so far. I guess we still have 10.5 minutes to go, don't we?
They really are an excellent team. They have tremendous personnel
and great people, great guys.
Execute extremely well. And
I've seen nothing but sportsmanship from the players after the play, the coaches. I ran into some of the assistant coaches at the Dunkin' Donuts across Jefferson Street, as a matter of fact, and they were a pleasure to talk to then, too.
Caught them in their pregame meeting, huh?
That's right. They're down here for Sam. Through the air, out to Hartsfield. Turns the corner, ball comes out and goes out of bounds at the 22-yard line. It should be a first down. I'm not sure where they're going to mark it.
Boy,
yep, it is.
Tumblety did a great job. He had a blitz right off the edge, defender coming in, and he kind of sidearmed it underneath the outstretched arms of the defender to get the first down. He's able to ad-lib so well in situations and make plays. He is a playmaker.
So that turnover that we called an interception, they actually ruled as a fumble recovery.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Well, if that were the case, he should have been down.
I would think. Outside to Gavin, wrapped up around the ankles.
Now they are slipping him out of the backfield again. Like I said, that's basically turned into their running play, getting their running back on the edge in space.
Look how much pressure that Sam was under on this play. Got 2 guys coming right at him.
Mm-hmm. Boy, he gets the ball out quick. They close fast, don't they?
Yes,
this Indiana
they do.
Wesleyan team, they close it. When the ball's in the air, they close.
Deshetsky there on the tackle. 2nd down and 9. Oh. Going to the outside, Joey Tumulty diving, unable to get there on the corner route.
I tell you, our backup center has done a really admirable job out here today.
Well, it's the 3rd string center now. I'm not even sure who that would be. We had to see there. What, 65? Mark Comendoris, who was the starting left tackle.
Yeah, I tell you, because they've been putting a nose tackle on him now, putting a guy on top of him, and he's been doing a very nice job.
Here's Sam on 3rd down and 9. Hartsfield across the middle. Tried to make one guy miss, couldn't quite get there. Gets to the 31. He's a yard short of the first down.
Yeah, so many times in these crossing routes we see they break for big runs after catch, but again, Tumulty seeing the route, getting the ball out quick, but the reaction by the secondary of the Wildcats are right up there to make the tackle.
We'll see what kind of leg that Adrian Guerrero can put into it here on 4th and 1. Part of you wants to go for it. It's just so close.
I know. I feel the same way. I think, hey, take a shot for it right now.
Guerrero kick off to the 28 and
coverage.
Tackled immediately in coverage. Nicely done. Notorious Holiday Nathan Shout on special teams
Look
tackle.
at that coverage. Doesn't get better than that. Excellent. Nowhere to go. It's good positive to see in our special teams like that, seeing coverage like that.
26, Nathan Shout, freshman, out of out of Margate, Florida. Not sure exactly where Margate, Florida is, but I hope the damage isn't too bad.
Well, we have the second string quarterback in now, Nick.
Who just set the all-time program record for passing in a game, by the way. Pitches it to the outside, and the race is on as Isaac Smith is knocked out of bounds.
Right away they come out with a screen, that horizontal stretch that Coach Curry talked about, that he comes right out with it.
Isaac
Threw a little
Smith,
wobbler, but it got there. Good blocking.
5th catch of the game for Isaac. He's got 2 touchdowns already. First down. What makes a team better at that than another? Just a quick screen to the outside, because we've seen other teams run it against St. Francis unsuccessfully, but something about Wesleyan running the exact same play, it's a first down almost every time.
A lot of it is due with the personnel they have out there, especially the blockers. Their receivers and tight ends block so well, Nick. And so you get those guys, and they can get in and get into the body of those defenders. With the speed they have on the edge, they can turn those into big plays. Plus the quarterbacks get the ball out quick and accurate too. They get them the ball where they can catch and run.
So he gives on the run here.
But you see the fake, he faked the screen off of that. So kind of a little package they run. They'll hand the ball off and fake the screen, fake the run, throw the screen.
Give to Gibbs. Ooh, tough hit. Roby Thiel-Muse wraps it up at the end.
Nice job by Vaughn coming off the edge too, chasing that down from the backside.
There was a lot of discussion before the game today when the last time a Saints team was able to beat a top 10 team. There is no record officially of that I could find, but colloquially, Mr. Sharp, you might have some insight into that, right?
Well, back in '89, Dave Laquetta was a senior on the team that year as a kicker, the defensive back. You know, Mike Feminist, he played. We had a great run, a great team, and we kind of got snubbed from the playoffs. We beat a very good Northern Michigan team that year, but we beat Kentucky, down in Kentucky. We beat Georgetown, and we beat them like 44-13 or something like that. They won the national championship.
A team that you beat.
And we should have been in the playoffs.
Yeah.
We really
so
felt.
Why didn't you get into the, was it a procedural thing?
We were an independent, so conference champs automatically got in, and we had to be in the top 13. And we beat Northern Michigan team by about 30 points and dropped the response.
So there's no respect for the new St. Francis program in '89.
Yeah, we didn't know how we played so well, and every NAI team we played that year, we dominated it. So I guess, the question was raised to us earlier here at the booth, was the last time we beat a top 10 team? Well, they were number 1.
Yeah, they ended up number 1 national champ. So I guess 1989 against Georgetown, Kentucky, right?
Georgetown, Kentucky.
Hey, we'll mark it down.
And all those great players, Larson and Dempsey Norman and Goggins. And defense, we had Capodicia, so many good players. And all those guys that set records are all being erased by tumble-tees now.
Yeah. All those records are going down. John Larson's rushing touchdown record, points record wiped out by Sam Tumblety.
Return records.
Yeah, return with Scott, you bet.
It's exciting to see what the Saints are doing now. I know today's a tough one, but it's there. I mean, we got some great talent. We've had some guys banged up today. I'm excited about our chances in the West Division of the conference, and I think we'll be just fine coming off of this. We'll be fine.
Third down. Quarterback is Arjun Lothe, charged with just handing the ball off the rest of the game as the late push gets it up to the 45. It'll be 4th down.
This is just, when we ran the ball for years here, back when Gordy's here at Joliet, we teach those backs to hit, spin, drive, hit, spin, drive. You want to always get 2 or 3 yards after hit. Look at there, hit, spin, drive. Keep driving, pushing through, keep the feet moving, never stop the feet. When you get hit that spins. Hit, spin, get upfield, north, south, right away. It's just all that little extra effort. You add those yards through a course of a game.
Go for it here on 4th down. Lothe under center. They just give to their tailback, Whitmore, and he's pretty much automatic from there. I guess it's going to be pretty close here.
He don't quit looking there again.
They're going to put it up to the 44
I think
and
they
a half.
stopped him.
I think they did, yeah. If it's where the line judge is coming in from. Fans
Look at
think
Vaughn.
we got it.
Look at Vaughn come off his block and make the play from the side along with, I can't see the number linebacker that stood him up, but
Saints stop him on 4th. They'll take over at the 45-yard line.
Vaughn has been very impressive in his replacement of Franciscovich today.
Yep,
Played very well.
If you missed it earlier, Nick Franciscovich with his 3 interceptions, unable to go with a leg injury today, so Saints were missing one of their key defensive pieces. Also missing, well, I guess they weren't missing Scott, but he was been hobbled with a quad. Sam Tumulty dealing with a knee, so not his typical mobile self. But we will see, again this season, Owen McGuire, the redshirt sophomore out of Plainfield South, in at quarterback for St. Francis, and he immediately drops the very first snap. 3:23 to go in this one here on homecoming.
Yeah, again, you're dealing with your third center and your second string quarterback, so trying to get these timing of the snaps and the direction of the snap. Looked like the snap was a little bit to the left of what they wanted to be to run that play.
Saints going to get some second and third teamers some time here, as you see number 2, Sam Tumulty, standing next to one of his injured offensive linemen. Handoff goes to Blake Allen, the running back out of California, transferring from Southwest Minnesota State, number 25.
He looks like a nice running back there. Hitting up there, driving, spinning, getting extra yards. Tough run.
You can see why this IWU team, number 6 in the nation, might even go up a little higher today. Other MSFA teams in the top 25 include Marion at number 7, one spot behind these guys as Owen goes down. Sack. It's going to go to number 9, Ethan Dutra, the backup linebacker.
Coming off the edge, tighten down the angle.
2-minute warning.
So fundamentally sound, these guys.
Yeah, every single play. We'll take a timeout here with the 2-minute warning. Saints down 38-3 here at homecoming at Joliet Memorial Stadium on the USF Sports TV Network.
It's a small school, but it's mighty in that it changes your life when you go here.
The experiences that I gained and the life lessons that I learned while I was here are something that I continue to carry with me. I'm proud to hold 4 degrees from the university. I wouldn't have gone back time and time again if I didn't think that this was a quality education.
No matter where you are in life, with the right people, the right school, and the right support, you can do anything.
Your career is limitless after you go to the University of St. Francis.
Welcome back here to Joliet Memorial Stadium. Nick Jacobs, Dan Sharp with you, 38-3. It's been all Indiana Wesleyan today, as it has been for much of their games this season. Winning 59-0, 52-14, 69-0 last week against Olivet Nazarene. They are a team to be reckoned with out in the Mideast. This is a crossover game for St. Francis, not a conference game, as the punt unit is on here. Adrian Guerrero been put to work today. Good snap. Punches away, and it's a boomer into the jet stream. A flag comes in. A fair catch called for at the 18-yard line. What's the flag behind the return man there?
No, I bet he's counting the number of players out there that might have had one too many.
No, he miscounted. No flag. Second flag we've had waved off here today. I know that gets Dave Lacetta fired up.
Yeah, I don't understand. But I saw him pointing fingers like count, so he must have figured he got off in time.
We're taking a look at some of the other MSFA teams in the top 25. This is the highest rated team in the MSFA, Indiana Wesleyan, number 6. Marion, number 7. They're in action today against Taylor. Later on tonight, battle of a couple undefeated teams as Lothay takes some knees. St. Xavier ranked again. They maintain their number 11 ranking. St. Francis this week was ranked number 23rd, their first appearance in the top 25 this year. I'm sure they'll probably drop out of the top 25 after a loss to IWU. But more importantly, we got some conference games coming up. Siena Heights next week is the last crossover game. Then we have a bye before the conference season starts with St. Xavier on October 19th up at their place on the south side. That's the game that matters against a really highly ranked team, a team you see every single year. And if memory serves, St. Francis hasn't beaten St. Xavier in 16 years. They've only beaten them one time, and it hasn't been lately.
So we're due.
We're due.
We're due. This is the year.
Coach Curry, I believe we'll get some time with him after the game, which is a credit to him. Always having time to talk with us and explain kind of what's going through his head, win or lose.
It's a class act. What's first-class program. He's not a better gentleman, not a more fierce competitor than Joe. And he has a great team, great staff. Coaches his coaches well. And I'll tell you, impressed with Indiana Wesleyan's defense today. They went up against a very good St. Francis offense, and they really showed me something, how they were able to handle the front, and the man-to-man coverage they played was outstanding.
Well, they held Indiana Wesleyan 100 yards below their average. They averaged over 500 and kept them to 401 yards today. St. Francis's offense, 59 plays, 233. 209 of those, though, were through the air. Well, only 24 rushing yards.
Yeah, it was that third quarter where Indiana Wesleyan's offense really took off, and they had the wind, and they really took advantage of it. They had some great drives, as you mentioned. They're double-digit plays in those drives, and that was very impressive. So, first half, we held them down pretty good.
Yep, but I agree.
That third quarter was a killer.
Coach Curry is making his way to the sideline, trying to get a headset down to him, get his thoughts on today's game. As the Saints go to 3-1 on the year. Coach Curry, we appreciate your time down there. I guess one of the top teams in the nation. I guess we found out why. What did you learn about your guys here today?
There's a lot that we can learn from it. When you go up against teams like that, you can't afford to. I thought it never comes down to one play, but I thought there were a few crucial plays. First half we were driving, and we had 5 men in the backfield because our line wasn't on the ball, and that was a first down on that play. You can't do those things versus top-ranked teams. And then we got to be able to kick a field goal and make it a one-score game. And I know that's not the be-all, end-all, but the more and more things that you add up that you can control, that you're messing up, versus good teams, it doesn't take long for them to take advantage of that.
Yeah, that's right. The cumulative of the small things add up to some big things. But there are a lot of positives. The fact that you were kind of putting together an offensive line today, losing 2 centers. And, I thought they did a very nice job there. But your pregame, we talked to you, you're right. They played some press coverage hard on the outside. Their defensive line played extremely well today, too.
They are. I mean, they're big up front, and they do a good job. They don't have to blitz at all. And, as a coach, if you don't have to blitz on defense, you're going to end up being pretty good. And that's it. They blitzed occasionally. They brought a 6-man pressure a couple times that we picked up, and we just weren't strong enough to hold that thing on to allow Sam to read the field and get the ball out. But all in all, I think our kids played hard. I think it is a rude awakening for them as far as hey, you want to be where we want to be. We got a lot to improve on. And it's sometimes as a coach, you hammer those little things, and, you're 18 to 22 years old, and you're like, that doesn't matter, kind of a thing. And on these games, it does matter. So we got a lot of work to do, and we got to get better.
And message, I know you're going to talk to your team here. What's the message going to be here for your guys?
Forget about it. Go 1-0 next week.
Go 1-0. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate your time.
All right,
Get
thanks,
to work.
guys.
Thanks, Joe.
Coach Joe Curry in his 13th year, 67 wins, 61 losses now, and you're not going to play a lot of teams like that very often. You got Siena Heights next week on the road, the last crossover game. A nice bye week. It couldn't come soon enough. Got some injuries you need to tend to with offensive linemen, with Sam and Scott and everybody. So it's that bye week's going to be key. We're going to go on the road, and hopefully we forget about this one, like Coach said, try to go 1-0 against Siena Heights, and then you got the big conference game against St. Xavier coming up in a few weeks.
Yeah, the great thing is you can get back to work, Forget this one. Get back to doing, get back to fundamentals, get back to remembering how you won the first 3 games. Get back to all that. And being on the road sometimes is not a bad thing when something like this happens. Hey, get the kids away from everything that's going on in campus, and so I would expect the Saints to bounce back and have a great game up in Michigan next week.
Congratulations to that IWU team. They are a fantastic squad, and they're going to be a playoff team once again, and we wish nothing but the best for them. They're going to go to 4-1, and Andrew Rohde picks up his 14th win in his second year at the helm of Indiana Wesleyan, a great program. It's a young program, too. They're only in their 7th year of varsity football. 7 years, and look where they're at right now. I think they had 1 year, a losing season. Maybe that was that COVID year. Every single year after that has been a winning season. Overall, 47-18 as a program in 7 years.
It's amazing. Coach Rohde's excellent recruiter, and his staff, that shows right there the personnel they got, and then they coach them up very well. And that's a lethal combination right there. You get good athletes and well coached. And I could see them going deep in the playoffs if they possibly, But got a ways to go to get there first.
Absolutely. Sam Tumulty finishes 21 for 37 with no touchdowns and an interception. St. Francis only able to rush for 24 yards today. Indiana Wesleyan throws for 195, 178 out of the hand of Kyle Antone out of 14 for 19 throwing with 2 touchdowns. Indiana Wesleyan rushing for 206 yards. Ryan Whitwell, 31 carries, 145 yards individually with 2 touchdowns. Your final score here during homecoming is 38-3. The Wildcats beat the Saints today. Back on the road in Michigan against Siena Heights, which you can listen to right here on the USF Sports TV network and on WCSF as well. For Jessica and Brendan, the entire TV crew out here at Memorial Stadium, thanks very much for tuning in, and go Saints.